what's going on? Trump versus Obama. Is Iran war over? Did white privilege fail? Nolan Wells. You feel me? What y'all got going on? Let me put a tag up. This one always starts a whole conversation. Smash that like though. Yeah, y'all in here, man. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get this conversation held. Make sure y'all take the poll as y'all came in. What's going on? Trump versus Obama. Is the Iran war over? Did white privilege fail? Nolan Wells. Who divided America? Take your pick. It's crazy that now, like, what they've been going at it damn near 160, 170 some days with this war stuff. And now they never declared war, so why are we even calling it a war? Remember, it was Operation Full Fury. At what point did it even turn into war? I don't know. But I always thought that Congress had to ratify it if it was war. That's why I'm asking the question. We still at war with, or is the Trump administration is at war because the American people, thus far, I haven't yet to hear a citizen say, yeah, we're really, you know what I mean, nobody's asking for this stuff. People just trying to move on, you know what I mean? Smash that like. And the Nolan Wells case gets even more suspicious as the days tick on. You know, it's a question of um, why did his friends leave him? Why did they end up with his car keys? Why did they end up with his phone? Who is the girl that he was supposed to stay back in? And then y'all see the picture that he was in Florida. That shit is conspiracy theory. Motherfucker said he was in Florida. Let's look at the poll real quick. The first reading of the poll. Let's take a vote. Trump versus Obama. Trump 0%. Obama 0%. 100% they both suck. Wow. Smash that like, y'all. Make sure y'all taking the poll, man. And share me out. But yeah, that's crazy though that this young man's death is causing all that. They just, where's Nancy Grace at? Trump tariff the straight guaranteed passage. Smart BMC. No, Trump need to stay his punk ass out of the straight. Logical. That's not a smart move. That's sticking your nose in somebody else's business. That's fucking with somebody else's money, man. Trump and them they got a lot to expose to y'all American citizens that's not up on the Norwan Canal. Trump has the Norwan Canal in Iraq, fam. That shit is supposed to get them too closer to the Mediterranean by way through Iraq. So they need the strait. So everybody that they push through there, they can charge them at the strait, and then they can charge them at the canal. They just a bunch of stingy ass military industrial complex people, man. You talking about Trump, Trump, tariff the strait, guaranteed passage. Shit, Trump need to be out of the strait. That's not his business. Trump need to be over here taking some of that money that he put into that war and spreading it amongst these goddamn hungry ass Americans, man. Nah, that shit sounds crazy. Like y'all will go with anything. Trump's doing, huh? When the last time he fed a goddamn American? When the last time he helped a vet? He making a bunch of vets though. You know what I'm saying? And breaking up a bunch of homes. Motherfuckers out to sea all goddamn year. Somebody punishing the shit out their wife. You know what I'm saying? Nah, dog. I'm saying I'm a realist. I'm not coming at you with a bunch of that I don't know what I'm talking about. That is stupid as fuck. Make America great again. Don't make the world hate again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's not telling y'all the whole thing. The Narwan Canal is been built for a couple of about 17, $18 billion in Iraq. That's going to give them a quicker link to the Mediterranean. They need the Strait of Hormuz to lock that down. It's crazy. I don't see how you can come here and say like Trump is doing something that benefit us. He's doing something to benefit himself and the military industrial complex. because he's the commander in chief. He doesn't give a damn about being the president. He got a job as damn near like a CEO. The president is too much like being a people person. He's not a people person. You see how he talked to the press corps? He told one lady, you always be second rate. You never be first class. I don't know why your husband's marrying you. Like, what type of shit is that? That's the dude that y'all always Trump, Trump, Trump. He ain't got no respect for you as a citizen. You collateral damage. He'll blow this whole motherfucker up just to say, you know what I mean? That shit crazy. But only thing Trump said that was right to me is that the communists is the biggest threat. Because you think Trump and them is something. Imagine them motherfuckers. They motherfucking wolves in sheep clothing. They coming like they trying to fix shit. Like my Donnie ain't even telling y'all now. My New York broke because of them motherfuckers, and people are leaving New York because you're not gonna be able to get any wealth if you go under some communist shit. Because they spread the wealth, eco wealth, except for the hierarchy, to my understanding. No, the whole shit gonna be fucked up. What America is about? America is a capitalistic country, and everybody is their own corporation, just as well as you can do business under your EIN number or your social security card number is business. You know what I'm saying? So those Democratic people, they are the worst ones, man. They need to be out of here, dog. I'm serious. Smash that like, y'all. Let's get them likes up, man. What y'all got going on? It's Sunday. Anybody go to a place of worship today? Any of y'all hit a place of worship? Not me. Not so much. Smash that like. Oh, it's Monday. You know what? I'm tripping. My queen just gave me the finger like Elijah Wan. No, 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 no. So when y'all catch us on the playback, don't go tripping. Well, that money on some kind of pills or something. No. I've been chilling so, you know what I mean? It seemed like it's still yesterday, dude. So don't hate. I mean, what Akeem Olajuwon said, no, 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 no. Smash that like, yeah, I did fuck. Because it seemed like a Sunday because I've been mobbing today, but it's all good. Does white privilege exist? Somebody answer that question. Smash that like, y'all. Smash that like, y'all. Shut me up.
Hey, girlie. Girlie. What's that one with the girl? What you doing?
But yeah, Trump and the terrorists at the Strait of Hormuz. Mm-hmm. What y'all got going on, man? Three of y'all in here, man. Let's get the three up, man. Let's get that up. That's first of all, let's work on that. Double tap the stream, share me out. Get over there, turn on the notification bell. Somebody take me up on the answer. Fambo, what's up? With the people on this Money Motivation Monday. Is that something universal? Because I saw that on somebody else's page today. They said it was Money Monday. 3 people said it. It says something like this goes on in the black community that I'm not privy to. It says Money Motivation Monday on a couple of people's live screens, Fambo. What's going on with you, family? That's what they call Mondays. Monday. I did not know that. I am so far out of the loop with the black community. What the fuck? I never knew that they called it Money Motivation Mondays. Wow. Next Monday, know what? I am a stickler for it. Yeah. Versace Hodges, you know what I mean? Bad Marsh. Smash that like, y'all. Nah, I don't hang with white people though, family. I hang with family. I've been hanging with family so long, you know what I'm saying? I don't really be up on what, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What the fuck is this? That's you, Fambo, with the white people. Not me, fam. Smash that like. Smash that like. You know what? Yo, hey Marsh, Bad Marsh, what's your favorite Musa Ali song, man? Musa Wali song. Smash that like, share me out. Five of y'all. Trump versus Obama. Is the Iran war over? Somebody tell me something. Is the Iran war over? And did white privilege fail Nolan Wells? Smash that like 7 of y'all in here. We fluctuating like cryptocurrency. That's what it is. Let's get them up. Whether it's 5 or 5,000 of y'all in here though, right? You know that it might be just one of y'all that I need to change your life, or just one of y'all that can change my life. Like, hey, I got a business opportunity. As opposed to 1 to 1,000 people, just one of y'all. I don't be around white people like that because every time you be around them, something happen. For real. Hey, but Fambo, you know what's so crazy though? The thing is, sometimes something happen might be good, and then sometimes might be super bad with them. So you just said you ain't trying to take a chance on it. That's that. Hey, that's all I can. Hey, stay in your own lane. That's how I do it. You know. Like, Nick, what's something that you've been around some white folks that did something happen, fam? Like the police show up and only get you and shit. Hey, you over there in the corner behind those 4 white guys. Come on, I know you got weed in your pocket. Y'all, you guys do. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Smash that like, y'all. It's 4 y'all in here. We fluctuating. It's a steady grind though. It's a steady in and out. 71 of y'all been in here already. We've been live 14 minutes. 71 people took it upon themselves to peek into the black money court. But for now, somebody give me some feedback on this. Is the Iran war over? Because I thought they been beat. The infrastructure destroyed. Now Trump doing a lot of something. Like the other day when he was supposed to take that plane that the Qatar people gave him, Qatar, as they said, he decided to take the original Air Force One. It just all smells fishy talking about Iran said they gonna kill him. But this is a Cutter's plane they gave you. What they got something to do with it? It just makes no sense. Now they got a fatwa on his head. Smash that like. What's going on in Texas right now, Fanbo? Smash that like, y'all. Does white privilege exist? Or is it a figment of my imagination? And did it fail Nolan Wells? What happened to that dude, man? Nobody don't know shit. What happened to this young boy? There's 6 of y'all in here, man. Let's smash that like. Let's get this shit popping. You cook out today, Fambo. It's been the heat been you know what I mean, moderate lately, but shit. For like a week, this shit was barbecue. I think they turned on them data centers on our ass. Something. I'm telling you, because the earth shaky. I was never supposed to see the northern lights outside my home. And remember the northern lights were showing up? Hell no, this shit's supposed to be in the North Pole somewhere. Why was I able to see them? Then they had this crazy way of explaining it. No, y'all motherfucking greedy ass white folks and stole half of the moon or some shit. This is something they done did. You know they thieving ass. They'll tell you some shit that won't even crack a smile. Or better eye like, yeah, you know, you're from Africa. Yeah, you're from Africa, you. Your grandfather, I stole him. Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying, that shit, they'll lie to you. Because I went with my cousin to see his girlfriend because I was not going to let him go by himself. Anything took off on Reddit down and dirty. God damn. And that's what a lot of people come in here and ask when they say, make up the thing about the Nolan Wells case. Why would his friends leave him? Because we've been raised, you go with them, you bring them back. Ain't no, what Junebug? Junebug? Nah, you know what I'm saying? You go back and you bring Junebug back. You don't leave none of your people no matter what. Or you stay your ass there. We came as a crew, we leave as a crew. Where y'all was going, in the white neighborhood? Your cousin was in love with them puppy toes. Puppy toes get in the way. Smash that light. Six of y'all in, man. Double tap the stream, fam. What's going on? How's your evening, man? Nolan Wells, his friend said he went missing on the 4th of July. But he was at the pool party on July 5th. This is not adding up. Right. And they had a picture of him at the pool party. That shit looked crazy as hell. It looked shaky, but guess what? We don't know what we're talking about. Privilege to pay for everything. When the last time you paid for anything, Mike? Cut it out. What's going on with you? Mike and P. Mike. That's crazy. What's the coincidences? Mike Rittenhouse and then Mike Hillman. No. You know what? You use both of your goddamn Gmails. How original was that, dude? What's the coincidence that 2 motherfuckers named Mike popped up, one in each other with the same Mike H? Y'all dudes, man. You gotta get a grip. Take it easy, okay? Take it easy, man. Wait, no! I'm sick. Smash that like y'all, but it is what it is. You ain't paid for shit in your life though, Mike. Don't think I forgot that you just text that shit. Privilege to pay for everything. Boy, stop. Smash that like. Does it exist though? That's what I'm asking you. I asked Pete Mike. No, not me. Does it exist? You said no. Maybe you're not engaging in it. Smash that like, y'all. Let's get them likes up. Trump versus Obama. Is Iran war over? Did white privilege fail Nolan Wells? I was watching this white dude talk about the Nolan Wells case. He said Nolan Wells was beat because they got into an argument. Yeah, they got into an argument. I heard Nolan Wells told them that he was an athlete and he didn't want to be around no weed smoke or nothing like that. They needed to chill with all the bullshit or nothing that would stay in his system. They was cool with the alcohol, but they said the white boys wanted to do some more shit. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling, fam. But they said that the judge got something to do with it too, that lady. Light her ass up too. Whoever has something to do with it, I just feel like they should be held accountable. There's so much out there. It's like, damn, that y'all can't say. That's why I'm bringing out the white privilege shit, because it wouldn't even be a discussion if it was some black kids. Look at the New York 5 or whatever it was, Central Park 5. Wasn't even a question. And they made them tell the shit. They did the shit. These kids should be fucking interrogated, held with bond until they can make bond. I mean, and some white people was going bad on him. Why was you going against your people for the black people? He said right is right and wrong is wrong. It don't matter what color is. And exactly, it doesn't matter what color you is. That boy needs justice. Let no little white girl get missing. Nancy Grace gonna be on TV for 24 goddamn 7 till that little girl turn up. At least her hat or her shoe. This shit crazy, man. They can't throw our babies away like that. They'll throw our babies away, but they'll say Carmelo Anthony needs life because he killed one of theirs. And I mean, that shit crazy. Tristan, you said it does exist. Have you experienced it? Have you benefited from it or not benefited from it? Tristan, smash that like. And thanks for your answering the question. But that shit crazy. It's like when it comes to this young black man, nobody's caring about what happened to him. It's all go to some conspiracy theory shit. Somebody just tell the truth, lock them motherfuckers up that had something to do with it, and let's be done with it. That shit is crazy. It's cool when you do it, but when I do it, you got a problem. And that's 2 times told you that. And that was Susan or even Michael. Look at the Carmelo Anthony Austin Metcalf case. They gave Carmelo 35 years. No questions, and everybody's running around making jokes and shit. But this white black guy turned up missing. Y'all trying to sweep it under the rug, and these boys are so innocent. Nah. Give them the same goddamn treatment. Lock their ass up. Let them make bond and fight their case. I mean, chilling beans and rice, what's up with you? Yes, I have, until they figured out I turned to the dark side. And what's the dark side, Tristan? You a vampire or something? I turned to the dark side. That shit sounds some. What the hell have you done, Christian? Smash that like, y'all. Yeah, was it the white boy, Casey Allison? The white boy Casey Allison from Texas. He got like 10. He maybe only did 3 off his 10. Casey Allison. He stabbed a Mexican guy, Joe Ramirez, in the bathroom during school hours. Killed him. 3 of the school workers had to quit because of the heinous stuff they saw viewing the body. What happened? And him and that boy had beef for like weeks. He even threatened the boy online and in person. So, you know what I'm saying? Casey Allison. What's up though, beans and rice? Of course that's why they lawyered up. And what's so crazy is that they had the money to lawyer up. A lot of times, innocent or guilty, none of us be having money to get a lawyer. The wording is probably not the best hour. I don't believe in being nasty to anyone, and I prefer men with melanin. That's why they got a lawyer. Smash that like. The white privilege failed Nolan Wells, who divided America. And does white privilege exist? I honestly have to ask a black person, There's the odd races here, but very much frowned upon. Most whites Canadians will set the scum straight. Huh? I'd honestly have to ask a black person. There's the odd races here, but very much frowned upon. Most white Canadians will set the scum straight. Barbara, so are you saying are they racist in Canada or are they not? I got a lot of people that come in here from Canada, but ain't nobody ever gave me a racist vibe. Shout out my boy Numis Maniac. So are you saying that they're racist in Canada? Eyes without a face. Proudful Soul. What's going on, Proudful Soul? I've been telling my youngins it's going to be in the streets. Put some money to the side because you never know when you don't have to get a lawyer. Yeah, if you're gonna be in the streets, and that's what we need to be raising these kids. If you're gonna do something, lawyer the fuck up. No, and I'm white saying this. Okay. Peace, fam. Peace, Proudful Soul. Peace. You say the rare one is. Okay. Because Canada is no less like the UK. Y'all are overrun with immigrants of all color. Y'all got Sikhs, Punjabis, um, people from Somalians. Anybody in the UK came in contact with Jamaicans. And seemingly y'all should be a veritable melting pot. Smash that like y'all. Lots of East Indians, yup. So are those immigrants living under racist conditions? It's 12 of y'all in here. We fluctuating, y'all. Let's get them up. Get them up. Why are you so obsessed with us? With you? You ain't no motherfucking body. You see how you ain't no motherfucking body? You can't enjoy YouTube because you stopping in here sucking my dick. Look at you talking about why am I obsessed with us? I ain't talking about you. Hit dog gonna holler. All I heard is you was moaning. You talking about why are you so obsessed with us? You ain't no fucking body, dude. No, I'm not obsessing over you. You're not white people. You're white trash, dude. Go sit down. You come here telling me some why are you obsessed with us? That's crazy. Half of y'all motherfuckers that's claiming us, they got y'all in the weak category, dude. We don't fuck with y'all. Right, Canadians like diversity. Yeah, hey, Tristan, dude said us. He came in and said, why you obsessed with us? I don't know you, man. A hit dog gonna holler though. They'll never be able to experience the trauma prayer for soul. Who is us, black or white? We are all the same, and we bleed red and breathe oxygen. For sure, MST. And I mean, carpe diem. Racism doesn't exist to the extent in Canada that it does in the U.S. It's there, but they are more closeted about it. Okay. So it's like your neighbors. Your neighbors don't fuck with you, but they don't fuck with you. I get it. That's what it is. And that's so right. Look at all these white folks coming out of the goddamn woodworks like you can't speak for me. You see what I'm saying? That us shit. You won't own the motherfucking slave shit with us. Matter of fact, you was the motherfucking driver. Get your ass out of here. Smash that light. Yeah. You say yes. Some people say no. I mean, I like the color green in my pocket. That's what it is, cowboy baby Yoda. Shout out John. Shout out Maxwell. Shout out Tristan. Vince. Everybody coming through. There's people's racist against my white ass all the time. Right? I mean, shit, that's what it is. In my opinion, if we brought back family strength and shame, our country would be a better place. Wow. What's the shame part? Can you explain the shame? Like people are doing shit and ain't got no shame about doing it. When I was homeless and down, the black church raised me up. Salute, Maxwell. What city was you in? My dad's black, my mom's white. I see shit clear. My dad's black and my mom's white. Shit. Um, were you raised with your black family or you were raised with the white side? And what demographic was it? Because just because they're white don't mean they would have been stable. They could have been. They could be like the MAGA rednecks and shit. Truth is painful. Black people are awesome. Nah, in Canada we got issues with Indians because they invade and they're taking all the jobs. That's crazy, Vince. I hear that out of the UK people when they say the Muslims are doing it. You white with curly bad hair tell you a fucking story. Well, um, maybe your mama was dipping in the chocolate or your daddy had a flavor for vanilla. I don't know. But just because you got curly hair doesn't mean you got black people in your family because you know some black people have straight hair. Oh, you down Mobile, Alabama. Okay, down Mobile. That's what it is. When last time you been to Bessemer? Yeah, people that ain't got no shame do like they want to do. Walking around doing and saying anything. Right. With both no always been in the hood. Okay, hold on. We both, with both, no, always been in the hood, but yes, we live good, but they work hard for it. Salute, family. Are they still together today? Because colors sometimes be a hindrance. You say your daddy is black as me and your mama white. Alright. Is they still together? Because it doesn't matter about color. It's like the mix. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get that cheddar caramel mix. You say too much caramel in this shit. Then you get that joint and say too much cheddar in this motherfucker. And you get that bitch and say, God damn. You know what I'm saying? It's the mix. Whether it's chocolate on chocolate, white chocolate, whatever, family. They stopped having Sunday dinners at grandma's house, but when she passed away, the family broke up, and she is the reason they were all still together. It happened like that with me too, fambo. Me and my people was centered around a central figure in my family, my mama, and it was like all my people was me, my brother, my nephews, my sons, you know, everybody, my family. And when we lost that central vocal point, it seemed like everybody got scattered to the wind. I mean, don't nobody know what nobody doing. And that's crazy. But that's what the thing is. We got to get back to the family, y'all. That Sunday dinner or just popping up on motherfuckers that mean shit to you, man. My dad was rich and mom lived in the projects. Most of my best friends for years is black. Okay. Okay. Salute for that. You say they still together. You're 39 years old. So at least that's 39 years they was together. That's what it is. You say your brother's got the darker skin. I don't know if they was blessed with it. You know how that shit go. Bitch see a dark skinned man and put the button, start grabbing their purse and shit. You turn purple in the sun, shit. You might got something wrong with your goddamn digestive system. Is your liver good? You say your children are a beautiful shade of brown. You did it pretty good for a white woman. That's what it is. Every family needs a big mama to hold it together for sure. For sure. Every family needs a big mama. Sometimes big mama turn out to be little sis, big bro, little bro. It's just that central vocal point in the family that keep everybody together. But big mama is a good blueprint because big mama always had on that goddamn house coat. Whether she was the big mama or the little big mama, she always had on that house coat with a bunch of shit in it and shit all underneath the couch and around the chair and handing out shit. You're like, God damn, we get that from Granny. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that. I mean, no matter who it is, we need that central vocal point to get the families together, man. We ain't having no more them Sunday dinners where we kicking and get fucked up and everybody sitting around laughing and you know what I mean? That's why the porch too, man. Nobody goes on the porch no more. That porch shit used to be in the summertime. I used to sell on the porch. It used to be me. And my mama used to sell out there. My daddy, he a quiet nigga. He used to be in and out, but right by the window. But it was to be a lady named Miss Dorothy and her husband named Edward and her son named Vance. And Edward used to know how to sing all the songs. And I quite on that he learned how to sing the songs because he like singing to his woman. He knew all the fucking songs. So me, I put that in my bag as an older man. When I chill with my woman, I know all the songs. So she can't remember the words. I got them there for her. You feel me? And then yeah, I got that from Mr. Edward. He used to sit out there and sing to his woman. Like I just thought that was so cool to know all the words. When my brothers used to walk behind me on the bus stop, I would ask if okay, they was following me. Wow. So they didn't even know that was your family. You say your grandparents all got along because I'm for real, man. That's just American privilege, dude. White privilege, everybody can get some white privilege if you got the money, man. Smash that light. You say your grandfather kept y'all together. You say after he died, the devil tore y'all up. Wow, man. I'm telling you, I used to have a strong little crew, man. Me and my peoples, man. Lunching out, know what I'm talking about? Okay. On my dad's side of the family, my sister is trying to keep the Prince family. That you a prince? Okay, you got the strong Masonic background, Fambo. Back in the day, big families taught the children to play instruments and had a whole band on the porch. We had a ball for sure, Tristan. And that's how I grew up. Like everybody just chilling and making sure everybody good. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Look, this is it's on the bad side of things, but it is what it is. Okay, one day this dude came to me and said he wanted to sell some like black money corp paraphernalia. That's when I was on the street selling paraphernalia, like t-shirts and all that kind of shit, merch. So I hit him off with some merch, and I tell him, okay, do you? Because he was like, my brother ain't feeding me. I'm okay, cool. So I hit him off with some merch, and so I went and I had a bag of merch out there. I went and got it all. So he comes back and say, ain't nobody fucking with the merch. I had already paid him ahead of time because I know lazy motherfuckers, right? So I said, but I better not see you out here tomorrow with no merch from your brother. Because I saw you talking to your brother. I know his brother probably said, what are you doing out here with his merch? So I see him out there the next day with his brother merch. His brother is also into the entertainment. I slap him up. Ah, la, 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 la. He go, you know what I mean? Tell his mama and his brother, this dude is like 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm like, shit. Probably 47. They come running down there by where I stay at. I'm like standing in front of my house on the phone, doing some business politicking on some merch. And they run down there, but they run down the side of the building. They don't see that my nephews are standing right behind me. Man, and these were supposed to have been friends of mine. Well, the older brother was a friend of mine. The little dude I saw, he wasn't shit to me. But they ran down there, and my homeboy caught it. He like his whole shit. Scotty, Jordan, Rodman, Kukos, all that shit knocked out. Whole starting five fucked over. Because, you know what I mean? Family. Running down with his family, and he underestimated me that I was amongst family. I was standing out there. That shit was crazy. When I chilled with my cousins, people used to ask if I was trying to be cool and fit in if they didn't know us. And they'd be like, nah, cuz black. Ain't that crazy? They'd be like, cuz black, man. He ain't even you. And it was so crazy, you ain't even acting like a white boy. You're a black kid. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even being a white boy that's trying to be black. I got black cousins that act white as fuck for how they speak. Yeah, I do too. Yep, because black and white is not a color now. It's a culture. It's a divide. Does assimilation, a country exist? What are you talking about? My Prince family start in Tyler, Texas. Put the phone was moving all through Texas, like Houston, San Antonio. They did move to California, Oakland, LA, some in Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, there's a lot of princes in my area too, and also up north. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like the princes all on the East Coast too, fam. That's a black Masonic name. And it's a speaker freeman. All of them, the princes were free. Smash that like 10 of y'all, man. But one thing is for sure, the food is different. Leave me the soul food. I need seasoning, baby. Wow. Charles Green, what's going on with you? That's exactly it. Culture, right? Smash that like y'all sitting on top of the world. Dodging the Y, man. That's what it is. Charles Green dodging that white man. Yeah, it's a different coaches. All that boiled bland food. Wow. Hey, but that's what I'm saying about white privilege. Nolan was privy to it. He was out on the boat chilling. I mean, a lot of us don't grow up with no fucking boats. If we got a boat in our family, that's a working boat. Unc going fishing on that motherfucker, crabbing, shrimping, something. It ain't just, I mean, smash that like, what's going on? Tina Marie 1111, what's going on with you? Does white people privilege? Does white privilege exist? I say corruption privilege exists regardless of skin tone until you are no longer useful. Okay, Harun Duwad. Okay, Harun Duwad. What's up? Peace, 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 peace. Assalamu, family. You was in here the other day. Welcome back in. Harun. What does that mean? I know Duwad is David. What is that, Harun? Black privilege exists. Only black schools, only black murals, only black affirmative action, only black, etc. That's black culture, dude. None of that was a privilege. All of that shit, I mean, none of that was a privilege. Name one of those things that you named was a privilege. That was out of necessity. Black schools started because of segregation. Black schools started because of white privilege. You know what I mean? All of that stuff you just named. Yes, look here. Back in the day, only white products. None of no, only white. But that's why the Johnson hair care products and all that stuff. And what's her name? The girl that got the money out for the straightening comb stuff. C.J. Walker and them. White meatloaf or white grits, y'all hurt. You'll hurl. Wow. White folks meatloaf that dry. God damn. And come on, man. Grits, I put my own salt and pepper in. I don't like salt and pepper on my grits, though. I like sugar and butter. Okay. That's what it is. Thanks for that. Thanks for showing that super support. You know you can drop your link. Text the letters BMC, lowercase, as many times as you want. Any of you content creators in here, we're never going to know where you're at if you don't drop your links. Wow, that shit is crazy. The Black Bottom City in Detroit, yep. And as well as yesterday, I went on a deep dive on how they destroyed Wilmington, North Carolina. They went through there with a Gatling gun. The people was getting so much money, the white folks was mad. It's like, why? Like, the DEI stuff. I just realized that was it was supposed to prop white men up when they cut it back off, but now ain't none of them even going to college. It's supposed to get them I mean, Walaikum Assalam, Huran is Arabic for Aaron and means lofty mountain in Hebrew. Okay. Haran, okay, I got you. Aaron David. Salute Aaron David, that's what it is. Allah Hafez. Yeah, there was a couple of Black Wall Streets. Not the one in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm talking about Durham, North Carolina was a Black Wall Street. It was a couple of them. How's it going, Black? Did you hear about the 6 illegal immigrants in South Carolina just walked up on a black woman in her Honda and shot her dead and robbed her? Where's Black Lives? Huh? Black Lives Matter was ran by the LGBTQ. That's not black people. They shit defunct. I don't think they got their nonprofit no more. We're black people in general. But what was the probable cause? And what were the illegal immigrants from? And why did it take 6 of them to run up on a black woman? Like, where's the police? You talking about and race hustlers? Fuck them. Where's the police at? First and foremost, where's the law? This not as a matter for so black Honduras. Exactly. Where's the police? You wholeheartedly believe, yup, we should be judged on merit and character. Also at work on skill. And how do they know this? Do they have the Honduras people yet? Smash that like 10 of y'all in here, man. Let's get them likes up to 100, man. Let's get them at least past 50 right now. So everybody double tap the stream. Vince, where are the police, man? Not Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter ain't had nothing to do with black people. That was a LGBTQ storefront. Black people were the product that they was pushing. I mean, our pain. Our pain was their product, if you can understand it. Black people that had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. White people did. They the ones who paid into it. White guilt. That's who should be mad with Black Lives Matter. They'd be like, well, they just used black people's pain, you know what I mean, to work on y'all white guilt, and y'all was the ones donating money. Because I don't know any black people that donated, because we felt like, if our lives matter, why am I paying into it? You should be, I mean, Hungarians hate black people. If you live in the hood, you notice Hungarians ain't shit. Hungarians ain't nothing but some goddamn Timu Russians. Matter of fact, they're Timu Ukrainians. Hungarians ain't shit, dude. Black Lives Matter wasn't ran by no damn. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. No, Black Lives Matter was ran by the LGBTQ junk. 4 white women and 1 black girl. And what they did was lease out their motherfucking corporate entity to a bunch of cities, like the Democratic Socialists are doing to a bunch of LGBT and trans people, to set up little enclaves and use black people as the product. They're black people's pain. Yeah, Honduras, that's the same thing. Hondurians and Honduras, the same thing. Yeah, it's a scam. Black Lives Matter. Black people wasn't involved in that shit. That's what's so crazy. White people still thinking that black people were involved in Black Lives Matter. That shit was a corporate entity. Maxwell, you say white privilege does it. It does. But right now, anybody can get some of it if you got the money. You can pay into it. Not a few of them, all of them. It was all of them. Look, I used to go to Black Lives Matter rallies and sell shit. I used to sell shirts that say, you don't have to tell me I matter. I know my worth. Hold on, I still got one. Even go through my shit. You'll see me selling I know my worth shirts. You don't have to tell me I matter shirts. It used to be all white, butch looking 50-year-old white women and like skinny black girls. There was no black people out there at those Black Lives Matter shits, man. Nowhere. All a bunch of fucking butch white women. And I'm not holding nothing against butch white women. That's what was out there. You feel me? Hold on, let me see, can I find the shirt that I used to be out there selling? Yeah, man, that shit was a gimmick, a money maker for white folks, man. White folks got gypped white folks, and it was the LGBT white folks gypped the other white folks. Yeah, I can't find the junk. I used to be selling out there, but I got them around here somewhere, still some of them. You don't have to tell me I matter, junk. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like, y'all. I was telling you, don't have to tell me I matter, junks. Smash that like. You said don't exist, Ben Baker. Okay, that's what it is. What G2R Warren said. I didn't see it. Look, brother, white privilege goes hand in hand with racism. Look, even Latinos get the police called on them in predominantly white neighborhoods. Right. White privilege, but see what I'm saying? A lot of them are coming here and saying it doesn't exist. Whether I'm cool with you or not, Ben Baker, it exists in my opinion. So, I mean, that's what it is. Just to having to say that, you could have just spoke your piece, Ben. It don't mean that because we got different opinions. The black lady they killed was working full-time jobs. Yeah, black. I smashed that button when I came in your building. That's what it is, family. Vince Jackson, thank you very much. Vince Jackson, that's where you from, South Carolina. You said no, it don't exist. You know that half of the time when I do post something that's pertaining to white privilege and stuff, it's to get a reaction and see who responds. I mean, and just to see who can answer it intelligently, right? Oh yeah, what part of South Carolina you in? Smash that like y'all. Yeah, Ben Baker. Why don't you feel like it exists? Because you're poor or you're broke? Because that's the only people that don't want it to exist. The ones that listen to Tom McDonald. Smash that like. You say it don't exist, Todd. Why doesn't it? It seems like you upset too. No, white privilege does not exist, BMC. Why doesn't it? Does it not exist, or you're not engaging in it? You haven't had any of it. You understand what I'm saying? You guys will say racism doesn't exist. Just get out and get yourself a job. Take care of yourself. Huh? You'll say racism it don't exist. It's crazy. So what we think is white privilege, what is it, Todd? You say you don't see white or black, like you're not racist, or you just really saying white privilege don't exist. Maybe it did, you never have been privy to it. Everybody white does not experience white privilege. Everybody that's experiencing white privilege is not white. Black people are experiencing white privilege. Chinese people are experiencing white privilege. Latinos are experiencing white privilege. It depends on if you have the money to engage in it. As well as like the American dream. The only people that's experiencing the American dream is people who can pay for it. All of that shit costs, man. White privilege costs. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out. My white face opened doors for my man that even his 700 credit score couldn't. After we moved into the neighborhood, the police watched us for months. Wow. Because y'all was in a mixed relationship and they was trying to probably figure out how that black man managed to move out there. That's crazy. Nightbot, I can't chop it up with a white dude who would tell me to my face that white privilege doesn't exist. I'm damn near ready to swing immediately. Wow. You said you can't chop it up with him during, but you know Nightbot is AI, right? He just working, family. Yes, of course he does. Shakur Savage says. Yes, exactly. Wow. Hey, Black, you're a good guy, fam. I respect you, even though we might differ sometimes. Salute. That's what it is, Vince. See, that's what I do. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to have a conversation. Chilling, Amaru. What's up with you, KD? What's up with you, fam? Hey, KD, I did a deep dive on fucking I know you from Durham. I did a deep dive on white privilege is real. Not until white privilege is the mainstream did I think about it. Very, very simple. Its band-aids aren't available in all skin tones until 2020. I never thought about it. Right. I did a deep dive on not Durham, but Wilmington, North Carolina, on what they did there. I work in an industry that have a lot of black customers, and I don't look at them. That's you, fam. But you got to know that it does exist. I'm talking about you. That's your good heart. That has nothing to do with white privilege. You understand what I'm saying? White privilege is you're never gonna get racially profiled. You know what I mean? You're never gonna get. I have yet to see them racially profile a white guy. Yeah, I have yet to see them profile a white guy for racial profiling. So, Bomboclat. What's up, lunching out? What's up, nephew? Right. Oh, that is a good answer. Some white people deny it because they are caught up in trying to, because they're trying to caught up and prove that they are not racist. And that's true because a lot of them will say it doesn't exist. I was poor. I lived around black people too. I give a fleazy. It ain't in the shadows. That shit straight up, KD. Hell yes, my fam changed the trajectory of country. Before that, melanated people were all still in control, right? And especially in North Carolina. The state of North Carolina was a black area right after the Reconstruction, after the Civil War. Them white folks got mad and said, we're not. And then they did all this shit and said they would never be controlled by a black person again. Wow. Yeah, but all of them be like, it doesn't exist because I have white friends. I have black friends. You know, no, 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 no. That's the first ones. When the motherfucker say I got black friends, hell no. Yeah, North Carolina was a bastion for black men after the Reconstruction. Senators, congressmen, businessmen. I mean, landowners. You know what I mean? Double tap the stream. Tap, 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 tap. Just like that. Let me know, did it work for you, John? Let me know, did it work for you? Tap, tap, tap. Shout out everybody coming through, man. This white privilege exists. If you're on an iPhone, tap, tap, tap. Because I'm on an iPhone too. Definitely. Yup, definitely. That's why everybody say they people's Cherokee and come from North Carolina. Because that was like the predominant name that they had for Indians, some Cherokees. Yep, that cash crop. Okay, okay, yeah, no, yep, North Carolina. A lot of people don't know. A lot of the cigarettes are named after cities in North Carolina: Salem's, Winston's. You know what I'm saying? Marlboro. Well, I guess if you never had lived to see it, it wouldn't have perspective about it. Oh, you say you guess if you haven't lived it, you wouldn't have a perspective about it, right? Smash that like. Bud Fowl says, hello, people. What's going on, Soup from the Bud Fowls? What's up with you? Tegan Dilders. Trump is the worst president we have ever had. He is pro-crime, has crashed the economy because of the war, a sexual predator, doesn't follow the Constitution, and is overall unfit for office. Tegan. I like that name, too. Tegan. You know that President Trump ain't even the president right now. He's playing more the role of the commander-in-chief doing the military industrial complex is telling him as opposed to appeasing the people, man. So I'm with you though. He ain't really doing right. It's gonna take a few more years to truly get that out of our country. There are still people alive that experience racism. Shit, racism ain't going nowhere. No life best felt that kid. Wow. Nope. I say his friends felt him because why didn't they leave him a life vest? Smash that light. He said people need to raise up and take back the country. But which people? You understand what I'm saying? The January 6th, that was a militia group. That was nationalists. They wasn't taking the country back for everybody. They was taking the country back for their ideologies. Yeah, racism will always exist. But white privilege won't. Because white people are actually the minority and it's slowly starting to crack their hold on America. And if these democratic socialists can get in power, you know, half of them transgender. They coming. I'm hoping Democrats can hopefully, hell no, I don't want Democrats to win shit, Tegan. They got too many goddamn Democratic socialists with them now. The Democratic and Republican Party has fallen, y'all. If y'all can't tell, the Democratic Socialists don't flip all of them. Racism wasn't a thing. Shit, racism been a thing since whenever. And turn around the time black, it is a facade. We are the landowners and the employers. Before the change, you had to go through us. They have it written in the Constitution to raise up against tyranny. White people need to learn to act right. Gonna need a friend. I'm far too left, so So if you far too left, you might be transgender. That's just another one of. Are you transgender? You far too left. When it comes between Democrats and Republicans, I agree more with Democrats. Shit, both of them suck now. Both of them similarly, the Democratic Socialists don't flip their ass. And that means can't none of us get rich because Democrat Socialists don't push that rich shit. You say your parents are coming around. Shit, might be too late. You know what I'm saying? Might be too late. Smash that like. I'm telling you, I say this shit about to flip to a Democratic Socialist strongman type of shit. New York sucks, man. You know New York is broke now. They're not telling y'all that. Mom Donnie done fucked all the money up already. New York is broke. All of the big companies are moving out. All of the people with the money are moving out. All of the taxpayers. Because you know New York is like the five boroughs is like what New York really is known for, and that's what their money thing is. But all of these big banks and companies are moving the fuck out of there. New York is, and once all the millionaires go out of there, who gonna pay all this Democratic socialist shit? Who gonna pay out for all them programs? Not y'all, broke ass. That's the thing y'all not realizing with that Democratic socialist shit. When the motherfuckers ain't got no money, when they get all the rich people, by that time you have managed to get a little nest egg. Now you're gonna be looking at you. Now, you know what I mean? That's why it ain't gonna work. Smash that like Nancy Pelosi about to be at home making sure she watching her husband, man. He just got in a hit and run accident. Yep, all of the big shit getting the fuck out of there. Because who the fuck wanna have some money and somebody else tell you, oh, we're gonna allot your money to this? No. Smash that like y'all, share me out. Yeah, Mom Donnie don't know what he doing. All y'all doing is looking for something new, and sometimes that's something new until you can get the gist of it. I mean, smash that like. Make sure y'all taking the poll too. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's take a vote. Trump versus Obama. Trump 46%. Obama 36%. They both suck 18% so far. Make sure y'all taking that poll as you come in. Man, social that shit is here, but we need to get it out. We need to go ahead and have that little beef with them. I'm more socialist than communist. Communist has a good motive, but it needs work when it comes to private ownership. No, socialism turns into communism when all the money gone, because then they control you by way of, you know what I mean, totalitarian edicts and shit. Socialism turns into communism when the money gone, fam. Obama did everything for his people, his lobbyists. And Obama's number one lobbyist was the LGBTQ plus. He let them marry each other and mingle their taxes and I mean stuff like that. So he did something for somebody. We gotta live in a reality where people can't just say bullshit online. New York numbers are increasing in every form of government. Niggas stupid. No. Which system is going to focus on us? Ain't none of that shit ever focuses on us, and none of it never will. Socialism, Republicans, Democrats, all of that shit will only be focuses on themselves, because if the Democrats get in power, it's going to be the first thing that they do is try to get back at everybody that was associated with Trump. It'll be revenge politics all over again. And then it'll be their first time at it. So shit, who the fuck want to go out on a date with somebody? It's their first time driving a car. You feel me? Ain't nobody said there was nothing wrong with LGBTQ. That don't mean they need to be in power. And shit, it don't focus on the people, it focuses on their programs. You understand what I'm saying? Smash that like. Just by making something free don't mean it focus on you, because what happens when the money runs out? And then with anything free, it's always gonna be somebody goddamn taking advantage of it. Smash that like. Share me out. Get them damn communists. Ouch, yeah. I hit this black baby. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get my beer. My bones on y'all good. Gotta drop these sodas in there and gotta get that Coca-Cola in there. Huh? I'm talking about Mr. Williams. I come in here and he had him a nice cool Coca-Cola shell. Smash that like y'all, share me out. Come on, my boo. I'm ready when you ready, alright? What's going on with y'all tonight? On who divided America? My opinion? Are you asking me? Americans have divided America. Every last one of us in here are so super divided. So many communists, so many LGBTQ, so many Republicans, so many MAGA, so many. You know what I mean? Americans divided America. That's who. And that's the only people who are going to be able to fix it. Together as Americans, okay? And the divide is so motherfucking deep. As American Indians, we have the political power to change and stop all that shit. They had to get the power out of our hands. That's when the birthright citizenship came in, etc. It was to disrupt our government. Right, the Muskogee is where they got their Confederate flag too. I just did a deep dive on that. But you right though, KD. We had a great government to government relationship with the United States and had part in starting as we all have the power just to have to get back. Yep. And they crossed us in a bunch of deals, man. You see a lot of them got mental illnesses. Like who? A lot of who you talking about? The LGBTQ. Yep. If you talk about them and that body dysmorphia, that body dysmorphia is crazy. Yep, we did. But but did we really? We had made a great divide. Seemed like nothing because everybody was wearing American flag paraphernalia on the 4th of July. Everybody was goddamn chilling. Everybody said they wanted to bring back the old Coca-Cola instead of the new Coca-Cola. And we were kind of, but can you see that the 80s was sort of like a facade? Everybody was smiling and doing the Michael Jackson spin and getting jerk curls. But we had a fucking crack epidemic from the highest heights of Capitol Hill to the lowest motherfucking runner on the corner. It was affecting our country, man, and we still act like it did not happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Native Americans help. Smash that like. But you know, this country is a white man's world. You feel me? And it's not being racist. It is what it is. Smash that like, y'all. Does white privilege exist? Somebody, pray tell. Take a shot at it. The government brought that shit into our cities. My friend was in the Navy and told me they shipped it in the military ships. Right, the government did it all. Who the fuck cares what Jay-Z says? Jay-Z's an entertainer. I don't look for my entertainer to give me any guidance on life skills, God, politics, any of that shit. Even making money, because guess what? His job is to entertain me. So whatever Jay-Z says, that shit don't mean a motherfucking thing to me. Jay-Z got $1 billion, so he can say what the fuck he want. Smash that like. Yeah, the government, the biggest drug dealer. Donald Trump just put his name on the goddamn drug shit. That shit Trump RX now. They've been the biggest drug dealer. Remember when they used to give you all that free shit in the 80s? You go in the doctor's office in the 80s? All that shit now, Ozempic, Prycelic, even what's that shit? All that shit, man. All those pills were samples in the 80s. You go in the doctor, they got a big basket, you just get all of them and shit. Percocets, anything that is a mainstream drug now was a sample in the 80s, and they used to give you the little side effects of it. They had like one or two in the shit. That shit crazy, man. Man, remember everybody was worrying about they was putting out fentanyl and everything. They got fentanyl in it. Now they putting everything in fentanyl. Ain't this crazy? Everybody they got fentanyl in that fentanyl. Now they putting everything in fentanyl. Know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. That shit crazy. Y'all do it. They got y'all on drugs. And it's crazy. Who got one of those medicine cabinets that when you don't level it out, it falls? You know that's like an alarm system. Motherfucker go in your cabinet and try to go through your shit. You got one of them ones that if it ain't leveled out, it'll fall. What the fuck you doing to my bed right now? Oh my god. But yeah, they primed y'all for all this stuff. But as well as Call of Duty and those games. Like Grand Theft Auto is getting these kids ready for urban warfare and fighting with drones because they're good with them controllers and shit. Smash that like y'all. Trump versus Obama is the Iran war over anybody? Why are they still shooting at Iran? My boo. Why are they still shooting at Iran? That's true. At least I know my son will have a job. What's your son do? If he go get drafted in the military. I'm telling you, that's why they want him. They want him for the Space Force. Because the Space Force, they're going to be driving little shit that ran by PlayStation consoles. Have you seen the new jets? Ain't no more that joystick shit, ain't. The motherfucker said like they playing the fucking PlayStation. Shit, he 13. We'll talk to him about the Space Force. I got one younger than that. And I would love to see him join the Space Force. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the future. All this other shit. Bullshit. Alright. Smash that like y'all. Share me out. Shit, not with AI. AI is infinite. And I say that too. A lot of these people need to be getting involved in the AI stuff because that's the future. You're not gonna be able to stop it. Well, they need to stop AI. They're not gonna. AI ain't going nowhere no time soon. Bag talk. What's going on with you? Peace, God. Peace, 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 family. What's up with you, bag talk? I'm just cooling. Cooling. I mean, if he wasn't into technology, I hate it. But I'm old. Technology is the future. Make sure you expose him to as much as it as possible and tell him the pros and cons on AI. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, don't keep your kids away from technology, man. And I'm telling you, if you have a tall kid or he a little husky, don't fucking say, oh, he gonna play football or basketball. I was in a shoe store and a guy said that to my kid because he's husky and tall. He goes, yeah, he gonna make a. No, he's not. He's gonna make a good fucking scientist. Maybe he'll go to football on a scholarship and get to that motherfucking science class. But all that shit, cause you got big kids, don't beat their body up. Let them, you know what I mean. The mind named everything on this planet. Cultivate that mind. They can do anything. Let them choose football. Don't. Oh, you a big nigga. You gonna get out there and play for me? You gonna get me a house? You might get your motherfucking son brain damage, PTSD or some shit playing sports. I was watching another podcast talking about drug cartels. Interested to me, if there wasn't a big demand, there wouldn't be drug cartel. Man, It ain't no more drug cartels. It's motherfuckers in their trailers now cooking up crystal meth. You say your son knows that sports ain't what's up. Well, to some kids that like sports, if it's something they don't like, don't push it to them. Put a book in their hand, put a science beaker, put a motherfucking iPhone in their hand, tell them take that bitch apart and bring it back to me. You know what I mean? And then when they bring it back to you, tell them go put it back together. You understand? Give them an old school computer. This how you challenge them. Give them a desktop. A desktop is just like fixing an old car. Remember them Regals that your daddy used to be in the yard fixing that Pontiac? You know what I mean? A desktop, the old school desktops are so easy. Give him a desktop, start him with that. Let him learn the beginning of technology. You know what I mean? So he can see forward that he might be the, you know what I mean? Give him an old school desktop and let him work for them. Tell him take that bitch apart and understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's the chicken and the egg, drugs. What they came first, right? Yeah, that's the quintessential question. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I'm gonna say the egg, because the chicken, as they show me a bunch of reptiles and Tyrannosaurus Rex and shit, maybe the chicken might have been one of those before evolution. But even with questions like that, where did the first two people come from? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got the God theory. They came out of clay and God. No, but that shows that maybe they didn't come from here. Maybe they was bought here. If you study the Anunnakis and the Gilgamesh stuff, it tells you that. Smash that like. Game Genie, what's going on? Game Genie, what are your thoughts on in 2028 there will be no hard copy video games for the mainstream video game console people like the PS5s and the Xboxes and all them. They're not making any more hard copies. I say that's another way of controlling us. We're not gonna own shit. Everything's gonna be online. Everything you have now is online. Your bank account. If the internet go out, you're not gonna be able to. It ain't gonna do you no good. You're not gonna be able to check your money. You understand what I'm saying? If the electricity go out, it's not gonna do you no good. You're not gonna be able to check all that money. The banks ain't shit. You go to the bank now, it's no less like going to McDonald's. Motherfucker, sometimes anything got changed. Cause hold on, we gotta go buy a soda at McDonald's and use a card and get some change. You know what I'm saying? They done tuck the penny out the game, so you know money ain't shit. When you hear Donald Trump is about to sign his name on a dollar bill, you know that money ain't shit. He put his pussy ass name on it. Come on, man. A sitting president ain't supposed to be on the money or signing his name on it. A sitting president ain't. Shit. If it wasn't no drugs, people would be addicted to something else. It'll be sex. It'll be smelling gerbil booties. So remember that shit was popping off? In the 90s, it was white gay people that was going to the hospital for putting gerbils in their ass. That's crazy. They really did. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Yo, nigga, it's serious. You don't remember that shit? They was putting gerbils in their ass. It was, oh man. Yeah, he ain't going too far. I knew it was over for the money when they said they might put Harriet Tubman on it. Like, how would she wouldn't even fucking look right on some money, man. Yeah, y'all don't remember that shit. It was crazy. And also, not to spread rumors or even lie. Remember in the early 80s, the only people that were dying of AIDS were white socialites in New York. It was fucking them up too. White socialites and people that were associated with them, like it was people of color, but they were associated with everybody that was surrounding that Studio 54 type of lifestyle. Donald Trump was back then popular around there then too. Yep, they say Richard Gere did it. Yep, Richard Gere did it. He had to go to the hospital. Said that gerbil tore his motherfucking hips up. Tore the rim off that motherfucker. Richard Gere. Remember Richard Gere was in what was it, American Gigolo? Freddie Mercury. Yup, Freddie Mercury. That's a singing motherfucker though, man. We will keep fighting till the end. That's a saggy motherfucker, but he died. All of them. Cause you remember Wake Me Up Before You Go. That was a used condom joint for Wham. It was the used condoms for gay people. Pretty Woman. Okay. Yeah, Richard Gere was in all that shit. But still, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
You done.
Yeah.
You good. Baby.
Smash that like. Yeah, that gay shit, man. I ain't against gay people. Definitely not. I got gay people in my family. But, I mean, when it gets to that trans stuff, I don't understand it. So I'm not going to be accepting nothing that I don't understand. That's like fools rush in. Maybe they got their valid points, but, you know what I mean? Nope. I'm not going for some shit I don't understand, man. But that's just how I move. Make sure y'all get over there, turn on the BMC notification, man. And we got the foundation popping off. Make sure y'all hit the e-bike foundation. We were looking at a margin of like a $500-600 e-bike. Man, I'm like 270 pounds. As I did my investigation, that ain't gonna get me an e-bike. I gotta move up to like, so I'm gonna need y'all to put that dollar on it, man. Tristan, did you get over there and support the BMC e-bike foundation? Nightbot dropping the cash out, man. We're trying to get this shit popping too. And is any of y'all on uh shit. What is it? Discord. Cause we can see can we get a show going on over there too. So y'all be looking out for that Black Money on Discord. I already got it set up. I haven't done a live stream on it or anything like that. So get over there and be one of the first ones to participate in the Black Money Corp Discord discussion. Yep, just another pandemic. Ain't that crazy? And that pandemic shit was crazy. But I ain't even talking about it. They might zap me. They ain't been zapping my shit lately, but they might zap my shit. I talk about the pandemic. That shit was full gaga. Smash that like y'all. Shut me out, man. AIDS was a military constructed virus that was designed to eradicate the homosexual white male disease. It was the first tested in Africa. They test everything in Africa, Monta. What's going on with you tonight, Monta 247? Look, remember they just had an Ebola outbreak out there in Africa. Ebola's still running around. What the fuck? Remember, Ebola never made it to America. Ain't that strange? But you know what? Y'all niggas ain't gonna get my channel taken. We going on to something else. You know, that's one thing they do not like. When you talk about some other shit and we really don't know the real facts of it or what's going on, bitch might pull up to my house and then they put me in the trash bag. I ain't with it. So we're gonna talk about Trump versus Obama. Is the Iran war over? Did white privilege fail Nolan Wales, and who divided America? Hey y'all, why are they still shooting at each other in the Strait of Hormuz if the war's over? Why is nobody asking about this? Hey, P Mike, you came right back in here. What's the no to? Does white privilege exist? Huh? What's the no? Smash that like y'all. Oh yeah. Terry, Mike, or whatever your name is. You're out of here. Go take a nap, fam. That shit kicking in. In other words, in the immortal words of Suge Avery, God is trying to tell you something. Smash that like. That's one of my songs though. That God is trying to tell you something. I'm not a God fearing man, probably say like deeply into the church or anything like that. But when I hear that song, it stirs something in my mind to make me, I mean, want to get my shit together, and not even for God, for black money. You feel me? God got his. I got. It makes me want to just. I mean, when I listen to that shit, it's inspirational to me. KD, what you got going on tonight, brother? A lot of y'all surfing in and out, man. What's going on the internet tonight? What's the topic? Is it still Nolan? What's going on? I really, it's very few people I look at other channels because I consider it like competition, man. Like I'm not one of those rappers. If I was a rapper, I wouldn't listen to no other rapper's music because I feel like it might affect the brand either positively or negatively. I like to keep my shit original, you know, in what I do and in my thinking also, you know, because you listen to something for certain, you'll start picking up the vernacular. I mean, especially if it's something you like, you'll start picking up the. I mean, you like it's just as well as you be around somebody for so long, you'll pick up their ways. You feel me? Or you'll, I mean, you'll either pick up their ways or they'll pick up your ways. It's just, I mean, smash that like it's 8 of y'all in here, man. Greatly appreciated. Where it's 8 or 8,000. It could be that one person here that could say, yo, I'm going to put some money into you. Or, you know what? Go put all this on red. Or whatever that shit is, black. You know what I mean? So, or it could be somebody that I'm saying something right now that I could affect their life. They might be like, you know what, black, right? I'm about to go do. And next thing you know, I'm somewhere on an award show and he telling me how much I affected his life and he made this money and now he brought to hand me the keys to a goddamn Bentley and a yacht and shit. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to change somebody like, or I just might be somebody might be fucked over right now, but not even feeling good in the mind. I might be saying some funny shit right now, making a nigga laugh or just damn it, this old nigga can do a YouTube channel, I can type shit. You know how motherfuckers love it. If he can do it, I know I can do it. You know what I mean? You know the old adage, I bet you can't eat just one, that type shit. So that's why I do it. I do it, I mean, that shit might matter to you. I might look to one man it might sound like I'm up here talking some bullshit. But to you I might say the key thing that unlocks that lock in your mind. You know what I'm saying? I might spark the brain. That's all I'm trying to do anyway, spark the brain and create change. But a lot of times, the people that's in here are the people that's opposite me. A lot of my brothers are not in here. It ain't a bunch of, I mean, weed smoking, kiki haha in this chat stream is a bunch of intellectuals, and it's also a lot of mainstream hate because they don't understand of why this black man has an interest in politics and why is he speaking his mind. But, you know, everybody ain't gonna like it and everybody ain't gonna understand you either. You know what I mean? Some of the people that like you don't even understand you. It is what it is, man. Smash that like. I enjoy talking with people that can logically think logically and have a right. That's my main goal. To talk to somebody there who can conversate and not, you know what I mean? Because like it's so many of these. The internet is filled up with channels where all they do is bash each other all day. At first, I thought it was just in the black community, and as I looked at it, I said, "Damn, everybody is at war with each other. Like everybody has a fuck you video to somebody, you know." And then when you ask them about politics, they'll say, "But you, I don't watch politics, but the Knicks won the other night. What the fuck? Do you know your fucking all your subsidies about to get the fuck cut off or?" You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They worry about the Knicks and the motherfucking Lakers and shit before they worried about they motherfucking the shit that's coming to their neighborhoods. And that's crazy. They worry about the wrong shit. Motherfucker, the first thing a motherfucker black dude you meet him, what's up? This is Harold. This is Bill. What's your team, Harold? Motherfucker, I ain't got no team. Nor do you. You know what I'm saying? And I really ain't like sports when I saw a one of these billionaire team owners got to fussing with a fan from another team. I think it was the North Carolina and Jacksonville. I don't know which one of the owners it was, but it was the owner. It was Jacksonville, North Carolina game. And it was the owner fussing with a fan. And when the fan was loud and boo boo, the owner threw a drink in his face. You know what I'm saying? I say, damn, he gave a fuck about the person that really keeps the light on. All y'all fans with them hats with the ball on it and them damn Chicago Bull coats and them Laker, all that Laker yellow shit and all that Chicago Bulls and stuff and Celtics and Redskins and Cowboys and Cleveland Browns and Green Bay Packers. All y'all are the fucking backbone of that shit, but y'all can't. I bet you, if say it's one day you can't get the money to get a ticket, they won't let your ass in. I don't give a fuck how many Chicago Bull hats you got on and belt buckles. Your ass is not coming in. Ain't that crazy? You say black privilege is this, but white privilege just doesn't. Wow. Can you explain that though? Dewan Trivet, explain that. I'll be your huckleberry. Explain it. Let me understand that. Sassy Means, what's going on, Sassy Mo? The best advice I can give is get money, mind your business, and stay out the way, and you can go places. People get stuck for being nosy when all you have to do is focus on what you need to do. Salute. Words of wisdom. I'm gonna place that to the top. Sassy Mo, what's going on? What you do on this Monday, fam? Just hit Saks Fifth Avenue. But Dwayne Trivet, I want to know, what do you consider black privilege? You have, did anybody smoke Viking? You know what I'm saying? You back again, huh? Nobody's smoking crack anymore. There's a bunch of people smoking crystal meth. Okay. You headed to Dumbo tomorrow. Well, cops will bend over backwards not to be called racist. Somebody made a valid point earlier. They said that people say white privilege don't exist to prove that they're not racist. White privilege don't exist. I grew up in the hood. Well, you didn't have the money to buy into white privilege because privilege costs. It's not free. These white people are not. That's what's the thing about it. And the white people that say, yeah, I'm experiencing, no, you're not. You're paying for it. Ain't that crazy? It does exist, but it costs. It costs to have a good quality of life in America. And it was at white privilege because America was built off white Protestant straight males. Allegedly. I said allegedly and all of that. Or have black friends. That shit don't mean shit. Motherfuckers say, I got black friends. You still can be a racist. Your black friends might be racist against black people too. Just be saying shit, KZ. Motherfucker said black privilege is this. Wow. It does? Smash that like, y'all. Motherfucker will say, yeah. No, it doesn't. I grew up in the hood. I was poor. Yeah, you didn't have no money to buy no white privilege, so you didn't get any. They're not just giving it out to white people. They don't give a fuck about you either. White privilege doesn't give a fuck about white people either. That's what the thing is when they'll come in and think it's something racist, I'm saying. If you ain't got the money, you ain't getting it. White or black. So you make it doesn't make sense for you to say, well, I didn't have white privilege because you didn't have no money. It's not motherfucking free. I didn't have any white privilege. I can't. Well, smash that like. That's why you didn't, because it costs money to have white privilege. And that's not giving nobody shit. Sashimo said, "What up, KD? KD, what they do in North Carolina on 4th of July, bro? I really didn't even hear nothing about North Carolina doing nothing on the 4th. KD, what they do in North Carolina on? Take this echo out of there. We not 14% of the population. We more than that, right? See what I'm saying? They kill me with them crazy ass statistics, and it'll be like some for every one of them that say that shit. You're 80% of the crime. God damn, son, stop it, stop it, stop it. What will Florida ever say? Damn, damn, damn. Smash that like they kill me with that bullshit, man. Yeah, they do. Let me see. Okay, no doubt, Tristan. You better go get at him before he got there. Gonna call you back there. Smash that like. Enjoy y'all evening, fam. Send my respects to the family. What about affirmative action? What about it, Dwayne? I asked about white privilege. You brought up affirmative action, so what about it? I don't speak on nothing that I ain't interested in. I'm not interested in affirmative action tonight.
Don't spend hundreds on a home security system. What?
I know we are more closer to 25%, but they give us the
There's this
14% number.
marketplace for home security.
They give us the 14% number to fuck over how money is spent. Right. Detroit, you're so right. It's a bunch of smart people in here tonight. You could just go off their numbers, fam. They ought to always been to control the narrative. They can't let us know we are the majority, right? Because if we doing all this fucking, we having all these babies, we even hear neighbors, and they say if you have a baby by any other race, the baby's black. So why haven't we took over yet? Even with the strong Hispanic, Black, Latino community that we have, why haven't we took over yet? It's a numbers game. They're lying. They're lying. That shit crazy, man. This shit. Them suspects need to be arrested for that Nolan Wall stuff, though. They need to be arrested. All this stuff that's out on these kids and that mama. They need to be under the jail. But you see somebody will come in here and make up excuses for them. Those guys need to be arrested, arrested, arrested. And when it happens, what's so stupid about these people? They're not realizing it's going to get more people arrested than should have been because they should have just went ahead and gave them up. Chilling, Robert, what's going on with you? Yeah, literally. And that crime shit they be saying, that was like 50 years ago. When the fuck is, if anything, we've been committing more crimes or less because the crimes that they were attributing us to black on black, it was due to the drug shit. And the drug shit been over in the black community. Ain't none of y'all niggas running around here with no crack houses or set on the corner selling drugs no more. That shit don't even exist in our community. Like drug habits as a whole. It's people with individual problems with drugs, but as drugs being a problem in the community, it's certain spots where if the community does have a drug problem, it's more universal. It's white, black, Chinese, all of them drug addicts. It ain't just like crackhead. Whole neighborhoods of black, Italian, Irish people strung the fuck up, man. That shit was crazy. But now, nah, drugs ain't like it's old style drug shit, man. That's why we pay more immigrants to come and make babies. They've been doing it since the late 1800s. Yep, a lot of countries that own land in the U.S. who bring their people here to work in the business. Remember them Korean people that just got sent home and then found out they were here on purpose. Why you say Malcolm X was CIA? Not doubting you, because I have my own issues with Malcolm. I just want to know what you know. Shit, the black people that was in the drug stuff, they home now. All the motherfuckers home. All the black people that was in drugs home and owning businesses and stuff, man. Them cases got overturned and tried to stop us from reproducing and eugenics. You know our people used to have at least 10 kids, yup. 10 kids. But you notice that people that come home from prison after like around if a young boy can escape from 18 to 30, when he come back, he'll have a lot of babies. What did Scooter Libby do, Bob Mack with Malcolm X? Jolly West has made Malcolm X. What are you talking about? I blame white liberals on a lot of troubles for black people. For 50 years, they have used blacks for votes. Shit. Black been the reason for voting since the beginning of this shit. Know what I mean? It always been the question of what to do with black people, who they are, or what's gonna happen to them. We always been the topic when it's come to voting in America. Whether they gonna let us vote or are they gonna vote to keep selling us or what? We always been. Who the fuck is Jolly West, Rob Mack? Wealthy people used to shop for immigrants, go to poor lands, and bring back poor citizens, children to clean their homes. Yup, they still do it. That's why they be having all them goddamn illegal housekeepers and shit. Motherfucker. But y'all remember they used to go to them people's house and get them people too. Like they'll go to their, what's going on out there? It's my brother. Her papers wasn't legit. The feds be picking that bitch up at the goddamn Winslow's back door. Don't worry, Angela. My brother's a lawyer. As well as thousands of black women raised thousands of white kids by way of being the housekeeper. You know what I mean? Before they got them free illegals, they used to have the black housekeeper. Trump and wealthy people still have undocumented immigrants working for them because they love cheap labor. Yup. Yes, they do, but I'm speaking on mass immigration. Yeah, you know, that's how Trump just went and solicited them South Africans to come over here. That's how we got huge amounts of Yugoslavians and different ethnic groups. Every war that pop off, we bring somebody over here. Okay, the Mongs. The Mongs are the Asian. The Filipinos came here after World War II. The Italians, the Irish, the Germans. You know that they were only started coming here like after the Statue of Liberty got built for real. That's when they started talking about them coming here. What was the time they dedicated the Statue of Liberty? Right. And even why would a rich person or so, and if a person is rich, maybe he should know the law and should be a law-abiding citizen. If he's considered wealthy enough to buy one of those people, why would they engage in that type of activity if that wasn't the norm for them to do shit wrong, like hiring somebody that ain't got no papers? Yup. Yup. The Filipinos came with them too. Yup. But in droves though, they came after World War II. A lot of Navy dudes married those Filipinos. Bart, what's up with you, Bart, the entertainer? Where you been at all day, Bart? Exercising some of your white privilege. Smash that like. Yo, what's up, Lewis? What's up with you? Law for thee, but not for my type shit. Right. Chilling, Lewis. You went to Morehouse. That's what it is. You're the first person I ever met or ever talked to. Shall we say we never met. But you're the first person I ever talked to that went to Morehouse. Is it true? Does Morehouse have a and this is not being funny, does Morehouse have a large amount of gay men at Morehouse? So you went to the same school that Michael King went to, that's known to us as Martin Luther King. Michael King went to Morehouse. I ran back on that bullshit lunching out. Shit. Chassis Mo said, what up, lunch? Nothing much relaxing. How have you been doing? Lewis, I've been chilling. My queendom popped up from the queendom box and it's cooling out, man. I've been chilling all day, fam. I went to Morehouse in 1997. All we did was hang out in Club Nicky's. I don't know nothing about no gay stuff. Okay, Bart. So did you graduate from Morehouse in 1997? And that's when it was having a resurgence too. Yo, Sassy Mo says launching out. That's when they was having that resurgence too. Smash that like. Iran said they could get Trump from inside the White House. I know they did. That's why Trump jumped off that goddamn plane. Trump said, hell no. Park that motherfucker. Park that goddamn plane. Smash that like, y'all. My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. Y'all remember that shit? Smash that like. My name is Lolly. I'm a beautiful little girl. There you go, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, they got Trump shook for some reason. The 12 of y'all in here, man. Let's get up on the other side of 50, man, and make 100 likes in here tonight. I don't know that Mitch McConnell stuff. Shaky, man. What one of y'all saying his wife making some crazy moves? I think he might be gone too. That'll mean the whole old school political infrastructure is dying off. Mud Butter, what's up? You say Trump hiding. Shit, he better. That motherfucker's tired of him. The Iranian people, see, that's, you know what, bad for morale too, that we're still engaging in combat with Iran. Nope, we can't hit them with it no more. Gets the rules of war, I think. But that whole thing with Iran is making Iran look like they some fighting motherfuckers. You see how all the European governments are getting behind Ukraine now. This shit is Republican propaganda. Crime rates are dropping in every big city. Places like ain't dropped. I think it's dropped everywhere, even Baltimore. We don't need to nuke nobody. Trump is the only president to get played by. You have to get played by Netanyahu. Netanyahu played him. Baltimore crime rate dropped 60%. A lot of them crime rate dropped 60%. But it's making Iran look like they some fighting motherfuckers. And like I was saying, have you seen that the European governments have gotten behind Ukraine now? And Ukraine is leading them, telling them how to train and what to build and shit to protect them against countries like Russia. Like Ukraine is one of the leading goddamn European countries now. I just seen the jump where they listening to what Zelensky says instead of him listening to them. America as a whole is a little bit better, man. You said they want Putin out. Shit, Putin keeps switching his job. First he was the head, then he was on the side, then he moved himself back up. He playing that game with him because Putin is like Donald Trump. They stingy motherfuckers, man. They don't feed the wolves. And when wolves ain't got sheep, they eat wolves. But everybody be talking like Putin is the can control Donald Trump. I would say Xi Jinping, whatever his fucking name is from China, got more sway over Trump than any of these people, even than Netanyahu. I think Trump got flipped when he went to China. That motherfucker kept Trump ass over there and sent us a Timu Trump. Oh, the Siberians. What you know about the Siberians? The Siberians are like the black people of Russia. And not to mention they got black people in Russia, but the Siberians always get the short end of the stick. Shout out all my boys out there. Trump wants what Putin has, the ability to throw his competition into prison. Shit. No, he don't, because Trump can throw his goddamn people in Terry Hut in ADX if he want to. Oh, yeah? Was a lot of her kinfolks voyeurs? Or were they Stasi? Smash that like, shout out all my Siberian gangsters, man. Were they voyeurs or were they Stasi? Yazoo City. That's what it is, not you know. We talking that shit out of Russia right now. Kim Jong-un is probably running military drills in his country because they have been watching from the yeah. And he probably trying to get the same drones that Iran has. They survivors, you damn right they survivors, and they also loyal and they move mafioso. Is any of your white people got stars on their shoulders or any Kremlin onion tops on their body? It'll tell you where they went to prison at. Because all the Siberian dudes, remember they put all the Siberians in prison. In gulags. Oh yeah, a taco on the beer. What kind of beer did you get? Okay. The Tatars of Kazakhstan. But you know Kazakhstan is hence Ashkenaz Jews too. But yeah, the Tatars. Not the Tars, the Tatars. Well, they're not hated. Russians abuse them like white people abuse black people, man. You have to respect people that can fight in war in sandals. I can't really walk with Ukraine because Zelensky a puppet of Israel. Israel is placing puppets all around the world to destabilize the government elsewhere. White people should not be leaders. Yeah, Mexico, the president of Mexico, she's Hebrew, Jewish. Um Zelensky's Jewish also. Okay. So he was from the old Soviet. Did he have silver teeth in his mouth? And I always calling you Conrad. Comrade. Smash that like y'all. Share me out, man. 16 of y'all in here, man. Double tap that stream. Does white privilege exist? There's 9 of y'all in here. Y'all fluctuating like some goddamn space sex now. Okay, you went and got you a Dos Equis and some quesadilla meat. Okay, that's what it is. Little carne asada. No. Sometimes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Aria? The Mexican president is anti-Israel. I believe we just watch leaders fight instead of countries. That pay-per-view will make easy money. Yup. But all of them old as fuck and don't none of them look like they can fight. None of them. Smash that light. Yup, people who start wars never fight in them. Remember that movie about the white supremacist dude? The dude went to prison. He was a regular dude. By the end of it, he was like a shot caller. But in the meantime, the Woods kept on telling him to fight. And then he told the dude, he said, "Let me ask you something. Why the fuck you ain't never going to fight nobody? You keep sending me." They never do. The motherfuckers that start beef, they never around when that shit cook. You smoking a vapor hash oil. Them vapes, fuck. I know your voice raspy. Them vapes, dangerous, Aria from White Hill, Winter Hill. No, Arya from Winter Hell. I ain't trying to dish your name. Arya. You said it was Arya from like the Game of Thrones, right? That little girl was a fighter. Shit, I don't think it's THC in that vape, fam. That vape is dangerous, fam. Yeah, it kills your voice box. It does. Me and my lady tried that shit for a minute. I put that shit down. She put that shit down. Fuck that shit. And you never get high off of them shits. They get you buzzed for like 2 minutes. I just see them as dangerous. Them vapes are dangerous. Hey, yo, what's up? Remember all the old ladies used to have that raspy voice for smoking cigarettes? Damn, them cigarettes used to fuck motherfuckers up. Cigarettes worse than goddamn Chinese joints. Chinese restaurants never have commercials, but they got all the business. Cigarettes, they can't have commercials, they got all the business. That hash oil, that ice tastes hella good. You got ice on your shit? Hey, what's the t-shirt say? Stand up and represent. Dude, this shit say black equals money corp. The Black Money Corporation. Smash that like 5 days in the wake up. Let me see. The 20th, I'll be able to push the button and wait on the Europeans to put the first rollout on it. On the 20th, I'll be able to push the button and wait for them to put the first rollout on it. You say that shit every time. You got to get some new material. People are like sharks. The greatest ones are white. A whale shark is actually, I mean, they just predators. Ain't that crazy? You just told on yourself again. You're a white predator. They're apex predators. John, what do you mean you sure do? You married one. All the old racists coming here. Jart Fart. I knew it. I told y'all always come back. Look, Jart Fart back in here. Yep, a dolphin will fuck a shark up. Sharks are not as violent as y'all think they are. They're prehistoric creatures. They're like turtles and crocodiles and roaches and shit. All them shits was here in prehistory. A pod of dolphins is so dope when you see them jumping and shit. Oh yeah, you had a wife that smoked cigarettes. I like weed, man. I never caught on to smoking cigarettes. Never. I used to smoke Black and Miles though. I will admit that. And I used to smoke a Black and Miles every time I smoke a blunt. And then one day I just said I'm not smoking Black and Miles no more. And I never smoked them again. I said I'm not smoking Black and Miles again. But that's how I am with a lot of shit. If I say I'm not doing something, I won't do it again. A vodka. You said sure don't. Why is that? A vodka. You black dudes from the southeast coast don't know how to grow real purple and freeze in Humboldt County. I know. I tried to grow some of it, Ari. I tried to grow some of it. Y'all white dudes always grow the weed and y'all always got the best weed. I will give that to you. I try to send me some. Can you send me some? I can't grow. I'm serious. I can't do it. Can you send me some bomb shit, man? Hit me on my Gmail. BMC the formula at gmail.com. And it's on my channel somewhere too, my Gmail. Gmail me your information, man. I need to get some smoking shit, man. And don't say, yeah, I'll do it. And I never hear from your motherfucking ass. And what's that, Kalima? On your page, is that Kalima? What's up with you? Okay. Well, let me know. Ari, who is that on your page? Is that Kalima? I'm growing in Texas. It's pretty difficult growing season too hot for indica. Not long. Oh, so you're growing some outdoor area. Us black dudes on the East Coast will come and commandeer your real purple respectfully. Martello, what's going on? Welcome back. The what? And yeah, I know you gave me the finger. That's what all white people do. Point motherfuckers out, dude. Oh, the fist bump. I got you. Smash that light. You're not Trump, Tulsa. You can't even spell, Sandra. Put the liquor down, Sandra Horn. Steve in here. What's up, Steve? Oh, my fellow Americans. Hello, my fellow Americans. Steve, what's going on with you, fam? What you been doing all day today? OG Steve in here. Steve, you talented too, fam. From that L-shaped sofa that you had up. Why you take the picture down? That was you with the L-shaped sofa, right, Steve? You got some talent, brother. Steve says, hello, Sassy. How are you doing? You said Trump too busy kissing the wall. Oh, that shit go out the window, Martello. Trump too busy, goddamn, telling his clones what to do. Attack of the clones, because I can't believe y'all think that actually be Trump on all them meetings and shit. Trump like 90 years old. What do you sign with white privilege? First of all, you gotta get some money, honestly. White privilege costs. So you ain't got to sign up and get paid. That's when you can get the white privilege. First you get the money, then you get the girl. Okay? First you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the girl. Smash that like. But the moon don't do shit. The lunar waves help with the purple. The moon don't really do shit. Debate what to the wall. I don't do a bunch of debating. That sense always turned out to be an argument. I discuss something with you and conversate, but debating, that's for motherfuckers that don't know shit. And don't ever go around thinking that you know something. You know what I mean? But it really be that you believe it. And then somebody tell you something else and then you don't know it no more because you believe something else. So make sure you know what I mean? Money then power, then invite to Diddy or Diddy and Epstein was just workers. Can you imagine what the boss does in his spare time? Are you okay? What's he talking about? Hard to grow in Texas. Damn, Amelia grows like wildflowers here. Johnny Over, send me something then. Ain't no party like a P. Diddy party. Can you tell me how many P. Diddy parties you been to? Y'all still, I mean, yeah, be careful, Steve. I'm going out maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow to give out some waters. Not my fault. I know how to grow now non-ice purple in California. Wow, Martello. Right, Sassy. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You said that outdoor moon purple will get you high as fuck. Send me some. Or you keep running your mouth about it. Put your money where your mouth is. Hit me on Gmail. I'll give you a gracious gift, and I also pay shipping and handling. Steve. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the heat. I sat down in the shade for a while, smoked me one, and felt pretty good. You're smoking ass, Steve. That's what you said in the grass and smoke you one. That's what it is, my G. Be careful out there, though. Once we get older, you know that shit ain't no going back, family. We're on the other side of 50. Only the next time we'll see 50 if we put on the 50 Cent Mini Men video. And what does that mean? You know what I'm holding, 100%. It better not. I bet you don't. Yeah, get it at me. UPS, priority mail. You got an auto box, whatever, man. Every time you say hello, you pay me exactly, Martello. Every time. Yo, go play Martello. I don't pay, I collect. Dude, go sit down. some no mold purple with no problem. But does purple have a problem with getting mold on it? Does white privilege exist, y'all? Seasoned troll. Yo, I'm gonna put a jacket on it even though you're a seasoned troll. You are so right because that's crazy. If it didn't exist, there would not be a word for it. You feel me? Anything with a word for it, it exists. I saw that. I looked at the bush. I said, what is that? That's that red hat Mexican. Some good outdoor Steve. You too, Steve. Why haven't you? I mean, I got you. My boo, you want to hit this blunt? Smash that like, y'all. Shit. That's when you at your best, especially if you're smoking good smoke. Smoking ain't about clear thinking. You clear thinking no matter what you're doing. Shit. If you at war too, you can't think clear. You know what I mean? Ghost dog. You talking about what was that? Forrest Whitaker Ghost Dog. You gotta stop watching the old ass movies. Funny, they say ICE is here to clean up the immigrants. They're popping up more and more with full benefits all over the country. And no cap. Wow. Trump is a dictator. He's not a president. He's like the fight. He likes the war. So he's a commander in chief, not a dictator. He's a strong man who's placating to the military industrial complex. Go sit down, Martello. Okay. Okay, shout out Providence, Rhode Island. Are you Cape Verdean? There's a lot of Cape Verdeans out of Rhode Island. What's going on in Rhode Island? I appreciate you. Say what it needs to be said and understood. Right, that's what it is. That's one of the 5 different kinds of grifting, of grilling this year. Okay. Okay, what's the 5 kinds? Name all of them. ICE is out here killing Americans. Yep, they killed Renee Good and Alex Preedy. But you don't hear their names brought up anymore. I just saw a joint about one of the people that got killed at the Donald Trump rally. I just saw them saying his wife never got any back pay or retire, got nothing for it. Smash that like. You say you're Italian, okay. I shot somebody today in Maine. God damn. That's terrible. There's a lot of poverty in Rhode Island. I know there's a lot of Cape Verdeans, like I said. Poverty shit in Rhode Island? Okay, okay. Is that ain't the lady? Is it a lady governor Who's that lady from Rhode Island with Trump, or was that Maine, where Trump was like, yo, you better go home with your family because you'll never be in politics again or some shit. What they are doing to others, yep, it eventually happened to others. Martello, you in Rhode Island too. No, it was a lady governor, but she let go to the Washington to work alongside Biden. I think it was Maine, Governor McKee. Okay, okay. Who don't like Italians here? Are you an Italian because of your heritage, or are you Italian because you from Italy, dude? And that's right, Sassimo, they hate themselves. It ain't Marjorie Taylor Greene, is it? Marjorie Taylor Greene said she might run. The governor made us a sanctuary state. So y'all got a lot of immigrants there. Y'all got a lot of people hiding out and shit. Smash that like y'all shut me out. Wow. Y'all got a lot of projects in Rhode Island. I did not know that. What's the main job there? Military base? What corporation? LL Bean? Ben and Jerry's? And how far off is Vermont? Is Vermont is the same living conditions, or is that uppity of it? That's where all the white folks live at. I'm gonna have to put a jacket on you too, Daniel, because I ain't never talked to nobody from Rhode Island like that per se. So you the BMC Rhode Island Connect. Shout out all my Americans, man. I'm serious. I'm trying to get a point of view from all aspects of it, and not too many people come through here from Rhode Island. Danielle, and we just a crew of old heads. And even like most of my younger people that come to the BMC, that it'll seem like they're older because they're thinking. Afghani hash purple punch, the red hair, Max wedding cake, grape octane. God damn, Steve. That's what it is. You're welcome. ICE is the secret state police Gestapo. This has been federalized. They are protected. New norm. It's funny how fast they lift their veil. Wow. Lewis, ICE is on some other shit, man. ICE is bad in Rhode Island. God damn. In Rhode Island, where everybody work at? Unfortunately, they did a sweep the other day, and they actually walked right by my house on foot, went to my neighbors. Wow. The real Martello. Why do you consider ICE the real American? What is a real American? Can you answer that, Martello? What do you consider a real American? Stormtroopers, right, Lewis? I think ICE is the Proud Boys. I think ICE is the Proud Boys. Eyes without a face. It ain't no easy. Eyes without a prayer for soul. Peace, peace. What's going on? Damn. Sassy Mo, you came out of cut with that one. Doesn't Rhode Island have Hasbro and CBS headquarters? But a lot of CBS's are going out of business in my area. But Hasbro, remember they had all the toys in the 80s. God damn. Doesn't ice remind you of Nazis? Because of that's what I initially think when I see them. Nope, they don't remind me of Nazis because they don't. The police remind me of Nazis, not ice. Ice remind me of just like um mercenaries. Say chilling. Damn, Hasbro moved to Mexico. Remember Hasbro had all them toys that when you pull the handle, it's A for apple, D for dog. Arr, arr, that shit. Oh yeah. See, yeah, they going out of business in this area. CVS is. ICE is tripping. I agree with going after violent criminals, but I'm against the whole killing innocent. No, none of those people were innocent. That young lady Renee Good was antagonizing them, laughing with them big boots on, and her girlfriend they were giggling, and then she got popped. Alex Pretty, he threw his hat in the ring. He was protecting somebody, so he knew what it was. He had this burner on him, so you know what I mean. So you know what I mean, there was mutual combatants. They are all one legion. Make no mistake about it. Martello, I have Jewish friends. Not sure what you mean by that. Dan, okay, gotta go. The old lady is complaining. Peace out. All right, John, come back through, man. Happy wife, happy life. I understand. You got to get out of here. That's what it is. Go get a bowl of clam chowder and chill out. Only to celebrate holidays, January 6th and Columbus Day. Why Columbus Day? Columbus wasn't Jewish. Columbus was Spanish. And he was working with the Spanish Pope. Because you know back then Spain was in control of Italy. Italy wasn't Italy back then. It was just a bunch of mixed provinces. And the Pope was Spanish. It was Borgia. His son Cesare was the picture of Jesus that y'all see now. That dude. It depends on what part of the world you in, whether his hair is brown or blonde. You know that, right? But you know what I'm saying? No, not Franco. Franco was in Spain. I'm talking more Ferdinand and Isabella. Amazon is in Rhode Island now. I'm allowed to grow 6 inch in Ohio. Okay, Steve. I'm shooting for 2 crops this year, so I might as well grow different strands. Okay, to get you a good little plethora of it, right? These ice agents aren't from here. They're blending in. Okay, they're bringing in mercenaries, sassy mo. I believe that. This guy is just regurgitating bullshit. Who? Who, Martello? What are you talking about? Who's on Hebrew Israelite channels? Smash that like y'all.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Lord Sassimo say you right. They just put y'all in the system as white. The ice, because I remember they used to say the police had to fill a quota. And during the Christmas time, the Thanksgiving and shit, they be arresting the fuck out of everybody. Smash that like, y'all. Shana Paul, Shana Paul, Shana Paul. Fame, I'm gonna live Steve got the herby scurvy growing.
Oh my god. What I'm seeing, what I'm seeing. Wait, what is the hunter?
There are, there are front groups in Hebrew Israelites. Sad most people aren't going to get this until the buckets are placed over their heads.
Oh crap, he's right there. He's right there.
Man, I'm not with none of that Hebrew Israelite stuff, man. I'm not against it, but I'm definitely not with it. So, I'm saying.
Are you serious right now, bro? Oh my god, go to one.
The billionaires have their own wicked agenda. Only MAGAs don't understand if they think they're exempt. Can you imagine an ICE agent on a bad day because they don't reach their quota? They'll arrest anybody. Yeah. Hard right, what's going on? Do you mind if I beam down? Chat. I was arguing with people on another chat. I'm a masterclass energy vampire. That's what it is. Beam off. But don't come in here spreading none of that devilish shit that you got on you. What's a master class energy vampire? Because of the energy that I emit over here, I don't think that your soul can take it if you're a fucking vampire. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it real. This God body over here, this energy in its purest form, because it's knowledge based. I mean, so go ahead, snatch a seat. Hard right, make a hard right. You know what I'm saying? Hard right. Who would you consider to be the chosen one? Bring the noise so I can bring the pain. Oh yeah, what were y'all arguing about? All of your big groups that are on the public domain are militia groups, brought and protected. Yeah, you can tell because they be doing too much. I think Jake Lang is maybe on the payroll too. He done got some fucking he a non-profit now. He around here doing a bunch of shit. Please stop supporting Trump. Have higher expectations for your heroes, MAGA. We can do so much better than this. Wow. Silverback. What's going on? Trump got you shit tripping. Can. What's up, Can? You say no, it doesn't exist. Why, Can? Cangrico. Why? Ziga. What's going on, Ziga Zach? Ziga Zao? Guten Abend, because it's nighttime here. Guten Abend, Ziga. What's going on with you? Shout out all my international peoples coming through right now. Ziga, what time is it in Germany? And what part of Germany you say you was in? Ziga Zao? Ziga, 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 Ziga Zao? Oh, it's 6 in the morning, police at my door. Fresh Shadinas off the bedroom floor. You know what I'm saying? You say people are still sleeping. That's I don't like to use the word sleep or woke because Hence, they can put your ass back to sleep or wake you up on a different type of time, family. But yeah, people, but a lot of times people are more comfortable with not knowing shit. It's all in plain sight, and that's true. It's all in plain sight. Keep running around talking about you woke and put your ass back to sleep, or maybe even tell you, well, you're not really woke. Guess what? You were sleepwalking when you thought you was woke. You know what I mean? Ain't that crazy? Possibly you could have been sleepwalking when you thought you was woke because they gave it to you. They woke you up. Hey, wake up. Time to get busy. Oh yeah. What's your favorite Mike Tyson fight? And have you heard of the guy that they call the new Mike Tyson? He looks all like Mike Tyson, but a little smaller. Have you seen the guy they call the new Mike Tyson? What's your favorite Mike Tyson fight? Yeah, you got to know what you're looking at. They'll do it right, and they have been doing it. Ready? I don't experience so much stuff in life that nothing surprises me, and I'm for real. Like on in every aspect of life, like nothing surprises me. Some of it I brought it on myself, and some of it I just couldn't help because that was my fate. The motherfuckers just chose me with the bullshit. But I'm telling you, man. Okay, you near Cologne in the state of Rhine Westphalen. Westphalen. Okay, what's the coat of arms over there? What's on the coat of arms over there for the main family? Can you tell me? God mind. You say it is this. Can you name three reasons or experiences in life that you feel like that's what made you really um notice that white privilege does exist? Gold mind? God mind, my bad. God mind. Smash that like Moy Butter. What part of the country you in? Forever y'all in here, man. Let's get them likes up on the other side of 50, man. It's free. The one thing that's free, y'all don't even want to. I mean, I had a cousin who was in Germany because of her husband was in the military. She didn't want to come back. Wow. Okay, Maryland on the DC. Okay, that's what it is. The DMV. Okay, God, man. Thank you for that. Economics, health, and education. That's three reasons. I like that. That it exists. Why haven't you been asleep today? Okay, I want you to tell me what is on a coat of arms if I was from, say, the area where you're from, Zika. Which kind of energy drinks do you drink, Zika? What's your favorite energy drink? Some German Staffenleichel. Okay, that's one of my favorites too. Frank Bruno, um, um, shit. When he fought the gang dude, um, Mitch Green, all that shit, man. Remember he whooped Mitch Green ass at the Dapper Dan at the clothing store. Mike Tyson whooped Mitch Green ass at the bootleg Gucci store. What's on your state flag in North Rhine-Ziga? No, not on the state flag. What's on the coat of arms that the prevalent family has there? It'll probably have a black guy with an earring in his ear. A lot of Germans got black people in their family lineage. Yep, you can only play with the timeline for so long.
Do you know what it?
Okay. Okay, the 40 cent energy drink. In Germany, 40 cent, would that be 40 cent American or 40 cent Deutsch? Deutschmark.
I shouldn't add no.
Exactly, Martello. Schwartz is the German word for black. We went over that the other day. That's how you know a lot of those Jewish people was black. Because Schwartz is also a Yiddish Hebrew word. And Arnold Schwarzenegger. See what I'm saying? Bavarian. A lot of those German people, I'm telling you, they mamas was black because a lot of Moorish princes was out of Africa. They were sending their daughters and shit as I mean, okay, about 40 cent then, okay, because the euro and the dollar, the euro was created to offset the dollar. Have you seen? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Tyson's son. Is that really his son, or they're just calling him Tyson's son? Because I saw him and I saw Mike Tyson at the boxing match, so that really is his son.
Oh,
Yeah, the original Germans are Moors and are Scythians. Scythians out of Iran. Also, that's why the Germans try to claim Aryan, which Iran means the home of the Iranians. And when you get down to it, the Iranians or the home of the Aryans, okay? And when you get down to it, the Aryans are some white Muslims from Azerbaijan in the Caucasus Mountains. Hence, white people calling themselves Caucasian. It's so much they be trying to hide, man. Jews are German. Being Jewish is just a religion, right? But Jew is a derogatory name for Jewish people. Sure, we are, Martello. I didn't see that shit on YouTube. I studied that shit at the Library of Congress when I was investigating our interaction with the Moors. The Barbary Coast had white people, Moors, all kind of people. After 1492, the fall of Granada, the Moors had to flee somewhere after they got pushed out of Europe. So 1492, that's when Columbus and them got the chance to use those maps. And the Moors that they beat took them to where they was getting their money at. Because the Moors fought a war with Europe for 900 years. You can't go to war if your money ain't right. They showed them where the bank was. That's all. No, you're out of it. He's out of it. Martello, you got to stop with your cone head, man. Look, he trying to tell you this, the Moors want their Ziga, and you're in Germany. Martello, you do realize that Ziga is in Germany, and he knows that the Moors are the ancient kings. They even rule southern France. You got to stop, man. That's why they say they was in the dark ages.
are you serious? What? I just put a zero and then.
The people are claiming nobility because they said tied to race mixing. The European Masons are only custodians of the science, which classify as Freemasonry is. And guess what it means? That's what Freemasonry means. It means a Muslim son. Everyone is immigrant, but it means you're a Muslim son. But it ain't never gonna get popular again because it's too goddamn regulated now. No, that's what you want us to believe. What you believe in, Martello. You go ahead and stay stuck with your pinhead ass. That's on you, dog. That's why you will forever be where you at. Stuck in that little box you in. No, it's not. You know what's fake history? It's white people who can go look up the Hermetic. Go look up the Hermetic hypothesis.
Oh,
No, you're far gone. And that's so crazy that I know you're gonna let me study and believe what I believe for my data analytics, dog. You know that that's all you got to stand on. That ain't shit to tell somebody they're wrong because you don't believe it. Go study the Hermetic hypothesis. Wow.
why?
Why are you wasting time on it? That's what I'm saying. A hit dog gonna holler every time. You still in here like it makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense.
Why would it work?
Jigga, I was born in Ohio from parents who were born in America. At one point, does one not be an immigrant? Why the fuck would I want to be white? White people eat too much mayonnaise for me. I can't do it. You ain't study shit. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear it. Martello. Hey, Martello don't know what he talking about, man. Nah, he can stay. Because we need people like him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you damn right you already left out your mind. Mad I can't call a truce here because BMC is cool. I don't. No, all right, there is no truce here. Y'all knew. Ain't no truce here. Martello, he don't know what he talking about. My man. I think he in England somewhere eating bangers and mash. Or haggis. They don't know what the fuck going on with the real Martello. So hence there's a fake one. Maybe the fake one has taken control or that he's split personality or something. Where the brother go at that joint that went to Morehouse, man? Somebody with some substance. Martello, his wow. My minds are very intelligent, dude. See what I'm saying? Now, well, you can't really base it off of nothing. You got serious issues, Martello. You're slow as fuck, dude. You are not the real Morris Martello. You're probably a Timu white nigga. No, privilege is based on culture and maybe even wealth, which is earned in some way. All races is capable of following the laws, rules, and achieving wealth. So you just said it's not what white privilege costs. No, Black history is in America. I'll aware of that, right? African history and Black history is two different things. No, they're not. Exactly, like Morisco or Moro. That's where it comes from. Exactly, Zinga. Facts are facts. Martello, cut it out. It's like some you on some 1960 white supremacy shit. You're just a goofy ass white boy. Look at your profile pic. Is that you on the profile pic? Seven Gator, what's up with you? Yeah, you look kind of inbred. What part of the country you from, Martello? You seem like West Virginia or something like that. Maybe a little inbred. I knew it. I told you was from West Virginia. Didn't I just tell you that? See what I'm saying? Why do you want to play with me, dog? I just told you acting like you from West Virginia before you even texted, right? Run it back if you didn't hear it. I knew it. You seem a little inbred. I said you seem like West Virginia. You seem a little inbred. A little Melungian. Smash that like, y'all. I saw it. That old man got, what's up, Seven Gator? That old man got tossed the fuck up by that bison. He should have left him alone. Threw his ass in the air. Snuffle TV expedited opportunities for people on lower income is not the same as privilege or guarantee that many others get whom are white, right? Yeah, that's how it's gotta be, family. Positive conversations. White supremacists pay secret but in plain sight. Black man To block progress, yep. In the black communities, yep. That's why they give all of us a felony damn near by the time we turn 21. It's a whole voting block that's out of the picture. They can't vote by way of.
Where do you get works? I don't know
You
where
say
you
you
get
stayed in the car. Them bisons ain't they shit. They still prehistoric animals. They do not play games.
Oh, what the heck? They have soda behind me. Yeah, what? Why do we have? That sucks. It's a really sucks, right?
Exactly, Seven Gator. I'll be fired. What's the real doing? Oh yeah, I told y'all he was from he's from West Virginia. Hey, Seven Gator, he from West Virginia. He don't know no better. You know he a Melungian. It ain't 100 degrees here. You're not the real Moor. You're some Melungian out of Charleston, South West Virginia. Like 64 states that got away from Virginia. You're some Melungian in Charleston. Your peoples, I mean, used to get your school clothes from the company store. You didn't even pay money. They wrote your name in the book. And they took it out of your dad's check on the end of the month. I know who you are, Martello. You're not no fucking Moor. You're more, no less, some Scotch Irish. No, Ziga. No. Hey, Ziga, Martello from West Virginia. They got nothing in West Virginia. You ever heard of Loretta Lynn? I'm a coal miner's daughter. Ain't no Sicilians in West Virginia. You ain't no Sicilian Martello. Then you a black guy. You a fake black guy. You ain't the real Moor. The Moors was in control of Sicily. At the same time they were in control of Spain, they was in control of Sicily, Corsica, Naples. Come on, man. I'm a historian. You ain't no Moor. The Moors had your mama. Dude, what are you talking about? Sicilians aren't Moors. Why am I jealous of you? Black Africans were in control of you. The same time when Spain, they were in control of Spain, Italy was a part of Spain. That's why they had the Spanish Pope, Borgia. And you ain't no Sicilian. What part of Sicily? What part of Sicily are you from? Palermo. You from Palermo? You're not. You from Paducah. How can you from West Virginia? Nope. The history. Wow, Gator. We needed to crush him. The history is real. Dude from West Virginia. His name is Jay Martello. Jay Martello. J.A. Martello. From West Virginia, fam. He ain't no Sicilian. He just playing games. He don't know about the widow's son family. I'm trying to tell you something, Louis. He's not aware of the widow's son. That guy was a white dude from West Virginia, a Melungian, no doubt. It wasn't no more. Smash that like. What Steve say? White privilege is widely recognized by sociologists and human rights organizations. It refers to the unearned, systematic social advantage that white. Wow, great explanation, Archangel. That's crazy. Let me post that because that's so right. Unearned, systematic. I mean, his folks thought, hey, let's make Martell sound weak as fuck. Martell means hammer.
in the same character. These are Tada. They're the same. Every What? They're twins. I think twins are real. I don't think
It makes no sense, Snuffles. It ain't got nothing to do with Elon Musk. He's
no. Wait.
African American by way of visas and all that shit. I'm talking about just American people. Stop trying to muddle up the truth. You say yes, it does exist, Bobby. That's what it is. Get them likes up. Thank you, Bobby. Why do you think it exists?
Maybe they are.
Why am I jealous of some fucking guy texting with a pinhead? Look at your profile pic. Why am I jealous of you? Some guy texting with a. I mean, I just said that. You late. Hey y'all, you see that he come and said martello is the Italian word for hammer. Didn't I just say martell means hammer? So martello is the Latin version of it from the French. Martell means hammer. I just said that. You late as fuck. Like Henry Martel from France. Henry the Hammer. Come on, man. Who you think you playing with? I just told you where you was from. West Virginia. And I just told you what your name means. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't believe him, man. Go just scroll back. I just told y'all what that shit mean. It ain't hammer time, dude. You little hammer. Why am I just jealous of some clown? Like,
How do you grab it? How do you
no,
grab it?
I told you your shit means hammer, and I told you you was from West Virginia. Right. I mean, I didn't time you out. Somebody else did. No, I just schooled you on your name and where you was from.
Oh my god.
I make her the pizza pie. What's going on, Cam? Right, Steve. I've been told. I told him. I told him where he was from. He's from West Virginia. He's not Sicilian.
What the heck?
What's going on, Nicole's thoughts? He is not a traveling man. Louis, why are you asking him that? He is not a traveling man.
Bro, what kind of Fanta and a freaking Mountain Dew? What would you like? I like the cheapy Bombie, the ramen with big seafood.
Elon Musk daddy had a diamond mine. Or did he work for De Beers? I don't think he had his own mine. I think he worked for De Beers. You never came through the gate. You'll never be. I mean, you never was a widow's son, worshiper, masher, or nothing. So cut it out.
Coming right up. Wait, I need to get a fork. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He is super delusional, y'all.
Look, eggs and
Yo, Ziga, he is in West Virginia, Charleston.
that's rice.
Wow, dog. Come on, get him, put this out to him. They about to get you out of here. He's sick. No, let him rock. He mentally disturbed, y'all. We got us one. He mentally disturbed. Okay. Thank you there, Gator. Elon Musk's dad was a engineer and property developer along with 9 developers owners. Yep. A lot of parents' net worth is hidden. Right. It didn't used to be. Right. Well, shit. Elon Musk had me thinking he was a. I mean, you done got outside your bag, Martello. Martello's sick. God damn. Sicilian smell like mozzarella cheese, man. Sit down. He ain't no real Italian. I'm married to a real Italian from South Italy. Hard right. He said he was married. He said he's Sicilian. He's a Moor. Crock of shit. Wait a minute. Which one of y'all said y'all was married to a? It was some kind of we was talking about earlier. I'll leave them for the hype. Yeah. Seven Gator. Yup, for the hype. This is we can laugh at. We need something to laugh at, Gator. We too serious. Eyes without a face. Please don't think because you watched us bleed all over the world that your seat is secure, son. You took an oath to keep your father down. If you are who you say you are, who is your father? Louis, he doesn't know his father. He is the widow's son. Never. You feel me? He doesn't. Wish I could block. That's what he's doing. He's gonna crash out. Yup, find me some black people richer than the ones in the well, Nigerians are rich as fuck. And also Arabs are just black people, man. No matter what they tell y'all. I had the sunburn on my back all week. No back scratches. Y'all right now, I'm about to lose it. I wanted him to sing the Italian anthem. He's not Italian, he lives in West Virginia. Right, yeah, he ain't on this square. He don't know nothing about the compass and the rule. This dude from West Virginia, man. Matter of fact, that's Jonathan, y'all. That's Jonathan. Yup, that's Jonathan. Wow. Yep. Yeah, J.A. Martello is Jonathan, y'all. Wow, this guy never stops. He's a fucking nutcase. And his name is Jason. You'll never buy that car, Jason. Jason, are you still married to Jillian? Steve got him out of here. Jesus Christ. That was Jonathan. Yeah, all them crazy ass. Why else? Why didn't we see that beforehand? Why didn't we see that beforehand when he started getting, I mean, crazy with it? Wow, Jonathan, you need help, brother. If you're still out there under your, about to load up another one of your aliases, you need help. Obama versus Sump Pump. What a question. Why don't you like Trump, Monica? With pizza and olive oil and pasta and stuff, right? There's some weird motherfuckers out here, man. This motherfucker here, this blue ball, it got some weird motherfuckers on it, man. It's crazy. Damn, Jonathan. Right. This shit crazy, man. Jonathan come through this shit wildin'. Okay, yep, the black man on the coat of arms of La Familia. Yep, a lot of them, Jonathan, he has a lot of passwords. Is one thing I know about Jonathan and Jason, right? He got a lot of um little aliases. I told you that motherfucker worked for the news people. Like he a media person. Something happened, man. Some shit happened. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's definitely a spaceship with a lot of different aliens on this motherfucker. This shit crazy. Smash that like, y'all. Seven Gator says, for those of you who don't know, Jonathan is a frequent troll guest in the chat. It creates new emails to get back in his live. He's very that Jonathan is crazy, man. Spiritual, what's going on with you? Prayer for soul, they still fighting us here. Jonathan is crazy though. What y'all got going on tonight? Domino. Chilling, fam. They say the war still done jump back off. These people, man, don't know what they're doing, fam. What's Big Sky? What is that? I ain't got Hulu. Hulu been around for a long time though. Hulu been around since like early 2000s. That's what it is, Lewis. Thank you very much. Hey, Lewis, what part of the country did you say you was in, fam? Yeah, Iran talking about getting Donald Trump. What's what's Big Sky about? But when did we start an old one? That was supposed to be Operation Full Fury. God bless, guys. I'll catch up tomorrow. I love to hear the kids having fun in the background, making memories. All right, salute family for that one. Greatly appreciated. But that's what it is, though. That's what it's about, family. I mean, shout out Mario Puzo for The Godfather. That book was all about family, as well as the Old Testament in the Bible. But that's what it is, family. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You said no, it doesn't exist. Scotty Grant. Seven Gator, I was referring to the Moors being kicked out of Europe, which I don't fucking blame them dudes. Okay, what about the Moors being kicked out? They got kicked out in 1492, the fall of Granada. Our coat of arms is like a shield that has three different things. The left background green with the white wobbly stripe. Okay, the Charlie Brown stripe. That's the Rhine, the river. Okay, and then the right is the red background and the red horse, and the bottom with the white flower. What's the significance of the White House with the horse with the flower? What's the significance of it? Iran and two more countries is the three they don't have control over what the beef is about. Big Sky takes place in Montana. You get some missing teenagers, missing husband, trafficking truckers, and corrupt law. Okay, okay, okay. Wild out type of shit. I might check that out because you don't see too many shows set in Montana. You said the war still being fought today. Yup. They will always despise the truth. Like a wife would never accept an illegitimate child from a husband. You feel me? Good evening. What other country would I choose to live in? No other country. I'm satisfied with America. Shit, you go somewhere looking for the grass is greener and found out the shit stink over there too. Why would you choose Poland? Was you with some solidarity? Y'all remember Poland had their little movement. It was Lech Lewenza, and he was pushing solidarity. Prayer for soul. Who is it with the Moors being kicked out of Europe? Germany, because they got great healthcare and legalized cannabis. Why you do that, prayer for soul? Put productions in the house. What about your friends? And they will let you down. They won't be around. Mm-mm. Okay, still being able to connect your benefits, you will move to Belize, Portugal, or Costa Rica, Ecuador, maybe Ghana. Stay out of Ghana. Let me see. Belize is alright, but you better have some money to pay for some security. Portugal is probably alright. You know. Costa Rica, you better have some money for some security. And Ecuador, you better have money for security. So I would say out of all those, I'll say Portugal. They not. Egypt sucks. A bunch of Turkish people.
No, the face, your face, your face, okay? Face, your face, your face.
My classmate Rico Lumpkins helped work on the TLC album. Okay. Hey, spiritual, did you ever study under Malachi Z. York? Oh yeah, Rico Lumpkins. That ain't Rico the one that died, is it? What's their main commodity over there? What's the main thing that come out of Portugal? Seafood. What's going on too? You'll go to Canada. What part of Canada your family in, Zika? Portugal has decriminalized narcotics. Wow. It was in Seattle, then Washington and Oregon. They have relocation in Panama as well as Panama towards relocate. Man, Panama dangerous as fuck. I also have family in Israel, Russia, heroin. Resources for black men to serve, understanding true knowledge and knowing how to proficiently communicate and defend themselves must be top tier. Okay, Lord, salute, definitely. Enlightening me. Who's enlightening you, powerful soul? I went there in '89 to Egypt, and it was very eye-opening experience. It changed my quite a bit, but it quit a bit dirty. But yeah, it's dirty because they're not the real Egyptians. It's a bunch of Turkish motherfuckers. And it's slimy. The people are creepy there too. Yeah, I don't know. Hey yo, powerful soul, powerful soul. Okay. Who knows? They might got something to do. It's all good. What'd you go do? Make a bunch of boring shorts or something? Oh my God, it's Jonathan. TSJ is Jonathan, y'all. Hey Jonathan, cut the bullshit. This TSJ, the Tube Steak Johnson, that's Jonathan. That's crazy. Seven Gator, Tube Steak Johnson is Jonathan. Smash that like y'all. That's crazy. I knew you was gonna come back in here with another crazy ass. I done caught a hold of a real nutcase. Tube Steak, what's up with you? Me neither, Prayerful Soul. I don't think Gator's probably jealous of you or anything. Yes, you are. Hit dog gonna holler. You would have never even responded to it, not Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? You would not even know who we was talking about. Damn, Tube Steak is Jonathan. Wow. Tube Steak. You are truly demented, Jonathan. Go that way. Tube Steak Johnson is Jonathan. We missed you. Ziga, you say you hear me. Smash that like. But somebody again answer this. Does white supremacy? Yeah, that sure does exist. Who does white privilege exist? Smash that like. I'm only human. Remember that shit? Smash that like. I don't know. I'm telling you, that white privilege word is a trigger word for some people, man. It's crazy. Is it a full moon outside or something?
Okay, do the nose. I think it's next. Are you serious? Oh my god.
Close the door. You want to hit this butt, baby? No glasses. Close the door. I'm so curious as I build my page up and get subscriptions and likes. When do I be able to go live? You can go live right now if you go by way of StreamYard. All you gotta do is link your YouTube to it, and you'll have to wait like 24 hours. But other than that, you gotta get. I think you gotta get 500 people, 500 subscribers or something like that. I want Spain to win the World Cup. I got my DoorDash money on it. Prayerful. Steve. What's your content about, spiritual? You gotta change your titles up to what's current too. You know that, right? That the algorithm is different from when people can do cooking and different things. The title has to be relatable to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you what's your niche? Pick a niche, because now you can't treat YouTube like Facebook, where you talk about you just cook some eggs or he broke up with you or something. You got to pick a niche and pinpoint it. Whatever you're talking about, like see how I'm talking about politics. That's what you got to talk about on every one of your. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that do content creation, they don't put their videos in a category. If it's a comedy, put it in comedy. If it's music, put it in music. This is news and politics, politics and news. So that's what it is. That's the category that the video's in. A lot of people keep it in entertainment. Entertainment is so broad, and so many people use it and don't key in on it. So yeah, you got to get your channel. And then there's this thing called YouTube Studios, and they have a Ask YouTube Studios, so like an AI program. That shit actually works. The minimum wage here is like $12, I think. Well, what's the cost of living in Oregon? Have millennium, have minimum wage like $14, something that also not enough for some people. Right. Damn, Ohio. What's do they have a high cost of living in Ohio though? Okay, damn. In Germany, you're considered rich if you make $70,000. Sushi, what is that? Fame, I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly. Ah, fame. Ohio is a medium to low cost for sure. We try to keep it secret as of so influencers and more don't come and raise our costs with more tourism. Right. Ohio is also a key state to the glue that holds America together. You know, a lot of shit go down first in Ohio or it's mainstream out of Ohio, like the situation with the Haitians and all kind of stuff. Yeah, before I used to talk about the politics, that was what my channel was. It was about. It was helping other content creators get their 1,000 supporters and then 4,000 watch hours. So all the content creators, if you need any help, hit me up on my Gmail at bmctheformula.com. No, at bmctheformula@gmail.com. More exposures will lead to higher costs, hoping we Bengals don't win a Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals. There's a couple of people in here from Cincinnati. Seven Gator. T. Chantel is from Cincinnati. You says astronomical. Smash that like that, shut me out. It's like boom bye bye and a batty boy it. I like that. Per episode, you said you like having conversations with strong intellectuals. You know, is we're lacking in that in the community, man. A lot of us be intellectually sports intellectual. All we know is the current running backs and I mean, you know, but there it would be no substance to if you take them anything outside of what their niche interest is. They won't be able to, you know what I mean, conversate. That's what's so crazy about it. The Middletown, Ohio hometown of Vice President. What's going on, Steve? You came back through. Wow, that's the top 1% of the world has all the money, dude. Well, yeah, Steve from Ohio, T. Chanel. There's a couple of Ohio players in here. Yesterday we had all the California people, San Diego, and then what was it? It was today and yesterday we had a huge amount of German people. Deutschland was in the house. Shout out all my international people that come through and show their support. Right. Thanks for supporting my channel, BMC. You're encouraging of me. Right. That's what you got to do. Like I said, hit me up on my Gmail, bmctheformula@gmail.com for any advice on how to tweak it. Because now you got to start looking at if you seriously trying to turn your channel to the monetized version of YouTube, you're gonna have to do whatever YouTube suggests, not what's your interest. Okay, and like I said, first start by mastering is it's called YouTube Studios. Go to your YouTube Studios and look at the whole stream and check out everything on that stream from what they say. It's like the little AI thing, the YouTube ask YouTube Studios, all of that stuff. I mean, smash that like. Mm, 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 mm. Anything for $1. All right, Lewis. Okay, fam. The email is bmctheformula at gmail.com. It's also on my channel on YouTube. And what y'all think about the Discord before you go, Lewis? What you think about the Discord? Would you engage in the Discord? And that's what it's called. I'm in the process of setting some up. Let me see. So y'all get over there and check that out. Seven Gator Discord. Yeah, y'all would y'all support a BMC Discord? Smash that like, y'all. Okay, I'm in the process of getting it right now. Prayer demons. Have y'all ever heard of the Egyptian African god by the name of Bes? Bes is the first garden gnome. He was known to be placed in different parts of the home to protect kids, pregnant mothers. He was a warrior, and when you see a little baby laughing, they would say that was Bes licking his tongue out. And you have seen Bes all throughout history. When you see like that the shield, when they show you a Greek shield with a tongue licking out, that's Bes. Anything that you see with the tongue licking out, even from the calendar that was with the Almacs and the Mayans and them used that round calendar with the sun in the middle with his licking out his tongue, that's from Bes. No, not Bio, Bes. Bes. And not the cat goddess, but Bes. He's an ancient he's out of, and they say that's what the people that had him in their god pantheon, they say he came from where their ancestors came from. So Bes was also depicted as a Twa, like those little short people in Africa. They call it the Twa. You know, down around the Congo, they got a beef going on. They got the Hutus, they got the Tutsis, the Hutus, and the Twa. The tall, the short, and the midgets. And the people from Germany, Belgium, whatever, Leopold and them managed to get them to beefing with each other. The black man is God, family. And that's for sure. They ain't gonna never tell you that though. Exactly. Right there. That's what it is. BMC the formula at gmail.com. So okay, so would y'all engage in a discourse and also a website? Would you engage in a website and a discourse? Seven Gator. Gator. Don't tell him that some of those words he's saying is no less like spells, conjuring up Beelzebub and um what was the name of the what was the name of the demon on The Exorcist? They said his name one time. What was his name? Cause that demon was in the Bible too. What was the name of the demon on The Exorcist? Okay. Cause yeah, I'm gonna do the Discord and then I'll do another website. Conjuring. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of times you be speaking spells and stuff like that. Captain Howdy. No. What is that spiritual that's interesting? Shout out all y'all coming through, man, this evening. Ego driven's not my thing. Oh, pirates, just in my body. I'm saying, no. What was the name of the demon in The Exorcist? They said his name one time. I think it was Azriel or something like that. Hold on. I got it. Have y'all ever heard of Pazuzu? That was the demon in The Exorcist. I bet you none of y'all didn't even know that. The demon even had a name. The demon that was possessing that girl in The Exorcist, the demon name was Pazuzu. Pazuzu. Smash that like. Beelzebub, no, Pazuzu. I'm not religious either. I'm spiritual because I've seen enough demons to match all insidious for real. Hey yo, Gator, me too, fam. Spiritual discord can be used for everything. Yeah, it's known for gaming though, but I don't. I play like PC games. Baal was the god Near Eastern religion before Judaism. Greeks, Egyptians, Levant, Hittite. No, the people on the Levant, Baal was one of their gods. They worship El, Baal, and depending where they came from, some of them worship the Egyptian pantheon, some of them worship the Sumerian pantheon. It's just depending on who they was. But on the Levant, Baal was just one of the deities, okay? As well as Yah was. You understand? And you know, back then, Yahweh had a wife too that was represented. Maybe it was Ishtar. You gone, Gator. Alright, y'all gotta go get off here with all the demon talk. I always come back to me energy. I can't afford that in my household right now. Oh man, we'll get off of it, fam. Damn. There are no such gods. You don't know which one is the right. Every religion thinks, yep, that's what they tell you. They get you in, and then when they tell you that God is the right God, they slide you the collection plate. All right, Gator. Gator, way to go. We found one. We still are looking for 5 Gators, man. Let me know. Keep your ears open. I ain't seen that joint in a minute. Keep your ears open, Gator. But that's real. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us sometimes too. Our superstitions sometimes save us from our stupidity. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. I can only respect that. I'm gonna be back on the morning schedule too, y'all. And that's around 10. I mean, broaden my horizons. When I have these little late night chats like this, it really does garner me a few start super supporters that, you know what I mean? That's why I've been going live as of late, live streaming. And also I've been trying to, you know what I mean? So everybody that's in this chat stream, I'm gonna use y'all as a consumer test study. So if I was to go on Discord, would you engage the who divided America concept on Discord? Because that's what this really is about. It's about trying to figure out who divides America and who has divided America and what's the solution. Everybody got a solution. I'm just trying to provide a platform for it. Who came from Africa? Prayerful Soul, did you study under York? I never studied under York. I have studied York's, you know what I mean, knowledge. I didn't know Malachi Z. York personally, but I have studied his information. You know, regardless of what they say, laws of the United States that he broke, some of his knowledge is, you know what I mean, right and exact. You know, when you give anything to a baby, you got to give it to them in baby food. That's why these different enlighteners come in these manifestations. For sure, there's Jen. I'm sorry, cause like to I I enlighten myself. I don't really study on anybody. You know what I mean? I got my own mind. You know what I mean? My mind is vast. I would say that Elijah Muhammad is the birth of all of these people. Shout out Elijah Muhammad. That's where it's at. Prayer for soul. What's that? Well, I've got stained glass window frames to work on in the morning. So I'm out of here. Y'all have a good evening. All right, Steve. I'm about to wrap this up too, fam. Smash that like, man. I'm out of here.